You feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Welcome to our August 6th Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. So let me get down a little bit, squeezed in here a little bit. We are joined by our auspicious guests, always, Goddess Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of infinite abundance, wealth and prosperity. And I will say her mantra 3 times. She's right behind Babaji, as you could see. Goddess Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of infinite abundance, wealth and prosperity's mantra 3 times. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Next, the goddess Lakshmi Devi is the highest of them all. Pure consciousness, Adi Yogi, the first yogi, Lord Shiva himself. And I will say his mantra 3 times also. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Next to Lord Shiva, on the right side of Mataji, is Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles, Lord of success. And I will say his mantra 3 times. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And in front, the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga, the deathless, immortal yogi, the Himalayan yogi, Babaji himself, the highest Kriya yogi there is. And I will say Babaji's Mula mantra 3 times also. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. And last but not least, the deathless Himalayan yogini Mataji. And I will say Mataji's mantra 3 times also. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. So that concludes our mantra japa to start our August 6th Vedgurudev's live Q&A satsang. There's all my certificates. So if you need to know if I'm authentic or not, there's the paper for you. And another thing, to make an announcement, we will be starting this Monday, Mantra Monday. So if you enjoy the Mantra Japa practice in the beginning of each of our satsangs, be on the lookout for that coming this Monday. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you like what we're saying here on our satsang, support the movement, support the Kriya Yoga School, and just give us a good subscribe. If you want to discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga 100% free, join over 530 practicing Kriya Yogis and Yoginis from all around the world. Go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com, join our group, and you'll be in a very interactive, free community with like-minded Kriya Yogis and Yoginis from all around the world. If you want to take your practice to another level and master the secrets of Kriya Yoga, the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. So without further ado, I bring Veronica to the stage, and let's get started with our August 6th Vedgurudev's live Q&A satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School. Who are we joined by today?
Mariana.
Oh, Marianne.
Hi, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. How you doing today? Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I just popped out for a couple of minutes because I'm at the pool now, but I didn't go into the water. It's just my daughter here. It's like the pool in the park. It's really nice.
Nice. Outstanding.
It looked.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
suntanning.
Nothing better than sun tanning in the grace of God, children playing in the water at summertime. What a blissful, great thing to enjoy.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I know like we need more sun because like we barely get the sun. So I'm just trying to take advantage of that.
Yeah, get as much sun as you possibly can.
I have a question, guys. Like, what? Can you tell me more about what is this coaching that we have like the same day as Satsang? But I think it's in the morning. Like, what is it all about? Is it like a phone call or like what is it
Yeah,
exactly?
so what is it called? Soul Coaching Inner Circle. It's basically a private call for all of our members. We had Veronica and Brendan on there today. It's basically, we don't record it. No one sees it. It's only for our members. So if you're going through something and you want to get something off your chest, it's private for our members. So it's a good call, but it's only exclusively for our members. So we don't record it. No one else sees it. It's only private. So if you're going through something, it's a benefit for our members to just talk to me personally, one-on-one. So that's basically what the inner soul coaching is. So it's a benefit just for our members in our school. So if you're going through something Mariana, then and you want to talk to me personally, then it's please join us I think it's Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's basically what it is. It's a private call for our members. It's not recorded or anything. So it's only a private one-on-one call to get whatever you're going through off your chest in the present moment.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering, and yeah. So how are you guys doing? Like how?
Yeah, we're doing
Great.
great. We just filmed before this Satsang. We're gonna start doing what's called Mantra Monday. So I do a new mantra every Monday, 108 times. So
Oh, really? Is it like a public
yes,
or it's just for masterclass?
Oh, it'll be
no,
public.
yeah, it'll be public. Like every Monday, we'll have a new mantra that you could see. This one we did with Babaji. So we started off with a bang, Babaji's Mula mantra. Next week we'll do Mataji, and then we'll do Shiva and Ganesha, and we'll keep going. So yeah, you could see it every Monday.
Okay, yeah, you keep adding so much value into
Yes.
school. Yeah, I'm so
Yeah,
grateful for you guys.
yeah, we have a lot. 2 live streams, 2 daily videos, long form. Babaji quote every day on YouTube. Every Saturday, a 2 hour class. This will be our 75th class, I think, this week.
Yeah.
And we have a Yagna this
Yep.
Saturday also. So if you want to change your Yagna request, send it in to me, email it to me, and I'll update it or change it however you want. Yeah, so we got a lot of value here at the Kriya Yoga School, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe I should change it because I've been asking the same thing. Like I haven't changed my request or anything for over a year now because I started from like day one with you guys, and like nothing happened yet. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just maybe I should change or maybe it's just not
No,
meant to
don't
be. I
change
don't
it.
know.
You
Or
know
if
what?
you
I
want to
would.
add to it, you can keep it the same and just add to it a little more.
I
What?
don't know. I was like so down because of that. I even said to Paul in our like Telegram message, I was like, well, I don't know. It's that I'm different from others because all people are having profound experiences and their yagnas, they have their dreams come true. Basically, I'm the only one. It's like, am I cursed?
No.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't get disappointed or think you're cursed. Sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes it's shorter. Just keep going. If that's your request for your yagna that you feel in your heart, then never give up on your dreams. Always keep going, and who knows, tomorrow or this weekend might be the day.
Yeah,
What?
I have kind of like a dream and set up. Like I know how I want my life, but it just I don't know how to do it because it's so hard. Like we're all stuck in the matrix, right? In the corporate job from 9 to 5,
Yeah,
and I feel like that's not what I want. If it was for me, like I would live in a trailer or like mobile home and have a little garden, stay at home mom, just a wife, and work from home maybe. I don't mind working from home, but I can't find work from home. So everything I see, like even if I apply, they never get back to me because nowadays it's all online, right? And then
yeah.
even if I find something, it's less than I'm making right now, so I can't afford. I'm barely getting by every month, so it's just,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that would be my
understand. It's
dream.
it's overwhelming out here in the Maya delusional world. Like the 9 to 5 and the grind and the distractions and the conditioning, you know. Can't Babaji just shine his grace on all of our Kriya Yoga School members and give them their wish? That's what I wish. So hopefully your wish comes true and you could stay home and just live in a trailer and spend more time with your family and have a nice garden, and be as detached from the Maya delusional world as possible. But it's difficult out here for sure.
I have like
Vedagurudev included.
I have a personal question to you. Like, I don't know if you, I guess it's probably still recorded on YouTube now, but I don't know if you want to answer that. But I know probably
Yeah.
Chad asked you that question a long time ago. I just don't remember. Like in Thailand, if it's not a secret, like how do you support yourself, like more or less? Like I know you're not DJing anymore, like on a regular basis. Do you teach English at school or do you teach kids yoga? Like what would you do to support yourself?
No, I'm lucky because before the C word happened, I produced a lot of famous records, so I get like a royalty check every 3 months, 3 months, and so it helps support me, and this has helped float me during the C word epidemic, and now to this point. So I have good financial freedom. Like I'm not going to buy a new car or a new house, but I'm not going to die. So I'm able to support myself by the things I did in the music industry pre C word thing, you know? So that's basically how I support myself. So it gives me the opportunity to focus my time 100% on the Kriya Yoga School and doing these live streams and doing the classes and supporting myself without needing to teach English or any of that stuff. So that's basically how I support myself, which is a true blessing because none of this would be possible if I had to go work a 9 to 5 job or I had to insert myself back into the matrix. So I'm lucky that kind of way. So I could just do as much Kriya yoga as possible, 24 hours a day Kriya yoga. So Babaji kind of cleared that path for me. So that's a beautiful blessing. So thank you for that, Babaji. Because if I had to go work a 9 to 5 job or go work at 7-Eleven in Thailand, none of this would be possible. So Babaji cleared the path so I can help as many people as possible. So I'm lucky in that regard. And I'm grateful every morning I wake up that I don't have to go to a 9 to 5 and listen to somebody tell me, let me tell you a story about God. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Please. So I don't have no boss. And I like to say I don't work for anybody. There are a lot of people out here trying to control you and steal your attention and steal your power. So I don't work for anybody. So it's easy for me to say I don't work for you. So I don't listen to anything you say. I posted a video yesterday. It was like, I have a God of my own choosing. So I don't want your God to become my God. I resonate with Babaji, and if you don't like that, that's perfectly fine. I don't work for you, so I don't want your God to become my God, and I don't want your political ideas to become my political ideas because you give me money. So I'm lucky I have that liberation, that freedom where I don't have to make anybody else's narrative become my narrative, because I understand it's hard when you work a 9 to 5 job. Like, what do you think of the Prime Minister of Canada? I don't know. They put you in these awkward spots because you work for them. You're their employee, but I don't work for anybody, so I could just be a free bird and say whatever comes to my mind, which is a beautiful thing because. If I had to work at 7-Eleven, maybe they'd be like, what do you think of Donald Trump? And I'd be like, nothing. Not good enough, right? You can't work here no more. So I don't work for anybody. So I'm just a free bird, and I have that financial freedom where I could just say whatever I want, and I don't get put in anybody's box. So I think that's a beautiful thing. So thank you, Babaji, for clearing the path and giving me financial freedom. So yeah, my house is paid off, my car is paid off, which I did all this pre C word, you know. So when the C word thing came down and I lost pretty much everything, nightlife was gone. So that was the end of my DJ career overnight. And so, but when I used to DJ, every place I would go, I would get a magnet, right? And my refrigerator, my ice box, whatever you call it, is totally full of magnets from around the world. So when the C word happened, I said, I already been everywhere. I already won enough awards. I'm good. So I'm going to just practice Kriya yoga wholeheartedly 24 hours a day. And that's basically what I did. So, and here I am today. So it's been a beautiful blessing not to work for anybody or, you know, have to depend on anybody, you know, to pay my bills.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I always wanted, like a financial freedom, or you know, at least mobility. Like when you work from home, you can do many things. You can live in different countries. And actually, by the way, talking about that, you mentioned you want to come to US in October, right? Is that true?
Yeah, I'm trying. If the platform we're on called SKOOL, they have a thing called SKOOL games, like every 3
Yeah.
months. And the person who makes the most money, they get a free trip to Los Angeles. So I'm working on it, you know, but in the spiritual realm, you know, it's hard to attach to money, or you know, so it's, I don't know, it's not a big money maker, you know, as you probably know in our school. So it's a difficult pill to swallow, but I'm trying, you know. We have over 50 members now, so it's looking pretty good. But I'll let Babaji fill in the steps, and hopefully I can go to California and see our Kriya Yoga School members in person.
Yeah, they let me enter because they changed. They see. I guess they check your pass for the place of birth now, and if they don't like the country of birth, even if you're Canadian, apparently they're not gonna let you in, or some crazy. Like I've heard so many stories in customs. I'm like so stressed now. I'm like, I don't know if I want to travel to US, but I want to see you guys. Like it's my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, we'll
I
see what
mean,
happens, I guess.
yeah, they have a lot of rule changes and everything. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I was lucky I was born in America, so hopefully they should rubber stamp me in. But they
Yeah, they
always have
should.
some questions like, why do you live in Thailand? What do you do in Thailand? I was like, who cares?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm an American citizen. You know, let me in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
it's
remember when
crazy.
I went to Canada. This was like, I don't know. This was like 25 years ago. I went to the border of Canada. So I had a show in Seattle on New Year. Then I had to go across the border to Vancouver. Like I had 2 shows on New Year's, right? I said Happy New Year in Seattle. Then I went across the border. And right when I got to the border, they were like, you know, in 1992, you didn't you jumped the turnstile at the train station in New York City. I was like, who cares? You know,
What?
you're gonna make me mess up my show. What does Canada have to do with New York City 20 years ago? And so they were like, all right, we'll take care of it. I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, like what do you have to do with New York City? So I know, you know, Canadian immigration is 50-50, you know. I remember, I think I told this story before to Veronica. I'll tell you. I flew to Montreal, right, to do some yoga training. And when I got to Montreal airport, they were like, you need to come over here. And I was like, oh, here we go again. So they take everything out my bag and they see my Babaji statue and they go, who is this, Jesus? I was like, you don't know? That's Babaji. And they were like, what are you doing in Canada? I was like, I'm here to teach yoga and yoga training. They were like, "You're a yoga teacher?" I'm like, yes. And they were like, "Prove it." And I was like, "You think I have all this because I just want to come into Canada?" Okay. There's my yoga mat. I roll out my yoga mat. What yoga position do you want to see? I want to see the full wheel pose. Okay. There goes the full wheel. You want to see me sit in lotus? And after a while, they were like, in the middle of Montreal airport and customs, I'm doing yoga asanas. Then they were like, all right, get out of here. Yeah, I guess you're a yoga. And I was like, they were like, well, who is this? And I had my Babaji statue. I was like, that's Babaji. And they were like, who's Babaji? And I was like, you don't know who Babaji is? And I held up my Babaji statue high in the air. And I said, everybody in Montreal airport, bear witness to Babaji, the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga, the deathless immortal guru. And they were like, all right, funny guy, get out of here. You're right. You wanted to see yoga asanas. I thought you never asked. Let's go through them all. You want to see all 18? Let's do it. You know, what do you want to know? You want to see me meditate? Whatever. So they thought they were getting me, but actually I was giving them a yoga lesson in Montreal airport. So now they know who Babaji is.
There. It's horrible. Like, I know. Like, I've been treated so badly in like Toronto airport. It's like every time I go through it, it's just bad experience. I have to go, guys, because I think they're gonna close soon, so I have to, change my daughter and go home. But it's nice to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see you always, Mariana. Yeah. Wonder where Paul is today. Maybe he's on YouTube. So
maybe if he appears, just say hi to Paul, and I'll just hit
okay,
home.
I'll tell Paul you said hello. Okay, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Mariana. Always a pleasure to see you in person. And yeah, thanks for joining us. You're welcome anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day. Yeah, that was cool. Mariana came right in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm not the female.
Yeah, you got your wish. You have the female the feminine energy outnumbers the masculine energy for once here at the Mir Kriya Yoga School. It's usually the opposite way around, but yeah. Yeah, so that was a funny story. Like they didn't believe that I was a yoga teacher, they took everything out of my bag, threw it all over the floor and whatever, I didn't get attached to it. I said, okay. They didn't believe me. You're a yoga teacher? Oh, really? Sure. Right. Good one, right? You trying to trick us? Okay. You don't believe I'm a yoga teacher? You want to see pat my asana, full lotus position? Let me roll out my yoga carpet, my yoga mat, and let's get to work, whatever, So once I started doing it, they realized their plan wasn't working. They made a mistake. I thought you never asked, you don't know who this is? Let me enlighten you. This is Babaji, the deathless immortal Himalayan yogi. Everybody bear witness to Babaji in Montreal airport, the greatest Kriya yogi that's ever lived.
Yes, no gotcha moments here.
No gotcha. You think I'm making up a cool story so I can get into Canada? So no stories here. Only truth and authenticity. So that was a good one. So my guru used to say every day is a test as a yogi. So they will definitely test you as a yogi in this Maya delusional world. They would definitely try to get under your skin, dance around, and upset you and get you into a fearful state or get you angry. But when you're a fearless yogi, nothing can shake your samadhi or shake your meditative mindful state. So not even the Montreal airport in Canada. everything kind of becomes a joke to you. Whatever other people think about you and their perception of you, you don't care. You're like, yeah, I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care.
What are all these false idols that you worship? False to you, but you're a lower frequency being, so I don't care what you think. Not false to me, absolutely true, 100,000,000% to me, right? So if you don't believe in Babaji, I really don't care. It makes me feel good. It enlightens me. And like I said, before this satsang, we did 108 Raksha beads of Babaji's Mula mantra. And I felt 1,000,000% energized, right? So it resonates with me wholeheartedly. So if you don't believe it, I don't care. I don't work for you. Like I was telling Mariana, I don't care. If you don't like Babaji, I don't care what my neighbor thinks. I don't care what the government thinks. I don't care what anybody thinks. I like Babaji. He is the greatest. I love Babaji wholeheartedly. I love Mataji wholeheartedly. I love all my deities and all the ascended masters wholeheartedly. And if you don't approve, it don't matter, right?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Zero goose egg, right? What other people think. One iota. It doesn't matter, right? So if you don't approve of Babaji, it doesn't matter. It uplifts me. It makes me feel good. So what other people think, just because you have a nice shiny badge or you have a official government uniform, who cares? I don't work for any, in my village is one guy who works for the Thai Navy, and he was like, I am captain of the Navy. I was like, okay, I don't care, because I don't work for the Navy and I'm not a soldier in the Thai Navy. So have a good day. I don't work for any of you guys. Thank you, Babaji, for giving me that liberation of not having to answer to anybody, that financial freedom, that financial liberation to be like, I don't care what any of you think, I don't work for none of you. Goodbye. Goodbye, right? And when you have that supreme detachment, you really can't suffer because you don't care, right? The only time you really suffer is when you attach to something or you care, like, oh, I care what this thing, or the fear of losing, right? I'm going to lose my life. I'm scared, I'm going to lose my car. I'm scared. I'm going to lose my loved one. I'm scared, right? That's when you suffer, right? When you have that fear of loss. When you don't have no fear of loss, you don't care, they can't control you, like that's why they have to get you in a state of fear so you're controlled, right? If we don't do something about this other country, they're going to invade America and you should be scared. Oh my God, I better sign up for the military. Like if you're not scared, they can't control you, right? We can't tell you about the aliens because you're going to jump out the window. No, I'm not. I want to see the aliens. I want them to come to my house for tea. Wait a minute. You should be scared. They're come from some other place. I'm not scared of anybody. Come to my house and let's have tea, alien, right? The Boogosphere. I've been looking in the air for the Boogosphere. Boogosphere, come. I got Gayatri's mantra. Come, Boogosphere. I welcome you. Don't be scared of me. Any alien that's around, come on. I want to see you,
Yes.
I don't care anything the government says. They say go right, I go left, right? So they don't control anything over here. So I don't care what they say. So any aliens, if you're carrying divine energy, you're welcome at my tea. You're welcome at my house for tea anytime you're ready. So come one, come all, aliens. I have a open door policy. You're always welcome, right? If you're coming for violence or harm, you could stay away. But any alien that is non-harmful and loving and compassionate and has good divine inner energy, you're always welcome.
Yes.
So
raise your frequency. You can have tea with Vedagurudev.
If you have pure frequency, pure divine, loving, wholehearted frequency, I don't care how tall you are, how big your eyes are, what color your skin tone is, how big your spaceship is. We'll try to find a nice parking spot for it somewhere around here, and let's have some tea, I don't want anybody to gatekeep any information. Like we say in all these sad songs, I don't need Lucy with the football, right? Well, there's going to be disclosure tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to release the Epstein list. Okay, tomorrow's here. Where's the list? I'm looking for it. Whoop! Football pulled again. Well, we can't show you because you're so stupid, and we're more in control of your life than you are, right? You're like, nah, you don't control anything over here. Zero. I'm the king of my castle. I'm the master of my universe. I don't care anything you say. You don't control anything over here. And when you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, that this whole falseness of they control you and they know what's best for you, and we've done all the thinking so you don't have to. It's just a total joke. Use your own discrimination, use your own discernment, and don't listen to anything they say. They don't control anything over here. And when you don't give away your power, they don't have no power. You laugh at them like the joke they are. You know, you should put this chemical in your body and you'll be protected. You know, yeah, sure. That's a good ghost story. I don't believe that. You know, we gotta have a war with this place over here. They have weapons of mass destruction. I don't believe that either. You know, like go down the list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've been pulling the wool over our eyes since day one. Since you came out the womb, they conditioned you and hypnotized you with all this fake narrative like democracy and freedom and all this, right? Freedom is inside you as you. Close your eyes and you be as free as possible. My favorite buzzword that they say, the hypnotism, is freedom is not free. Wrong. Look how free I am right now. Closing my eyes. Feel absolutely free. I don't have to get on an airplane or go hurt anybody or anything. I'm as free as I could be inside me as me. So once you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, they can't control you anymore. So I wish everybody out there to raise their frequency, become more of aware, and look behind the curtain and see the Wizard of Oz. And they don't care about us, you know? Michael Jackson was right. They don't care about us.
They don't care about us.
So when you realize that and you become aware of that, then you laugh at them like the joke they are. Here they come again with their mainstream media narrative. Let me tell you what you should think today. No thanks. I want no part of it. I don't want your trash to become my trash, your karma to become my karma. Keep it over there. So.
Well, I was thinking, Mariana says that she's kept her Yagnifier request the same since the beginning, and she wants to find her soulmate. That's one of them. But I was thinking, like twin flames, soulmates. Maybe they're prevented from finding each other until the time is right. I was thinking maybe the universe decides the divine timing. Maybe two people have to wait until they're a vibrational match. So maybe, her counterpart just isn't, it's not the right time. Maybe he or she is not a vibrational match yet. So I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would agree. Like, when you raise your awareness out of the pit of despair, out of the Maya delusional world, it's very rare that you find a twin flame, because 95% of the people in the world are in the Maya delusional world, right? So when you escape the matrix, all the other people are still in the matrix. So it's hard to find somebody that's vibrationally matched, right? And the more you do your sadhana, the more you raise your awareness and your frequency more. So it's even more harder, right? You become like the 1%, right? And some people, it's not in the cards for them to find their match, like these renunciates, they already kind of know that they're not going to find a physical match, and being a householder yogi is not in the cards. So they don't have no expectations. They just keep going. And basically the best thing I could say is when you surrender yourself to the spiritual path wholeheartedly, you don't really set any expectations. You just kind of go with the flow. Like if somebody comes, they come. If somebody doesn't come, they don't come. So you really can't be disappointed because you don't have any expectations, you know?
Yeah.
Just, okay, well, we'll see. Twin flame, maybe today, maybe never. Who knows? I don't know, you know, like we'll see what happens. I mean, that's the case in Vedgurudev's life also. I wish I had a vibrational match. I wish Babaji had a Mataji to share energy and uplift energy. It's not in the cards for me, but tomorrow's a new day, and maybe it is in the cards. So I don't know. Like we'll see what happens. But I don't really have any expectations, so I can't really suffer. Or I can't really get disappointed because, you know, I don't have no expectations. I don't know when anything's gonna happen. You know, like even this live stream, I'll say, all right, let's see what happens. I mean, that's basically how the Kriya Yoga School started. Chad was like, let's start a Kriya Yoga School. And I was like, all right, let's see what happens. No one shows up. Let's shut it down. A lot of people showed up. You know, I kept hearing on school, when someone signs up to your school, you hear a $sign. And I was like, cha-ching, cha-ching. I was like, where's those $signs coming from? Like, I couldn't, for like a week, I couldn't figure it out. Then one time I was on school and I saw like this person signed up to your school. And I was like, that's what the $sign is. So I don't know. I don't really have any expectations. You know, I'm not, you know, so I really can't be disappointed, you know. And when you come from a place of helping people rather than a financial place, then you're coming from a better place. So I'm coming from more of a helpful place. Money comes, money doesn't come, I really don't care, you know?
Yeah.
Never give up. I still keep going. If I win the school games or I don't win the school games, I don't care. I'm gonna keep going, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like nothing's gonna change. Actually, we're adding more stuff, you know, like Mariana said. It's almost overwhelming for our members. We have too much stuff. We have 2 live streams, which usually go 3-4 hours. We have a Saturday class, which usually goes 2 hours. We have this, you know, a call in our school, this soul coaching inner circle, which is for our members. We have 2 long form YouTube videos every day, a Babaji quote and a Satsang quote. And there ain't enough time in the day. Believe me, when it gets midnight, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm totally exhausted. You know, I've been editing videos. I've been answering DMs. I've been, you know, clicking like and putting emojis on comments on our school. I mean, it's pretty overwhelming, but this is a job I want to have. You know, I don't want to have all these Kriya Yoga Kriyas and nobody to give them to. So if you request it, you might get it, right? Be careful what you ask for. You might get it. I asked to fill up as millions of Kriya Yoga cups, and here comes all the cups lined up. So
they're overflowing.
So I take it wholeheartely. Like, okay, this is what I asked for, and here it is. Let's get to work. So but it's I'm kind of at the point where there's not enough time in the day to respond to everybody's DMs or comments. So if it takes me a couple days to get to your comment, just bear with me, you know.
Yes.
We have over 530 people in our free school, and we have over 50 members in our paid school. So it's there's only one Vedagurudev, so maybe I need to make a clone of myself.
Yeah. I know, I joke around with you that soon we're going to have a Kriya Yoga event every single day of the week. So it's a good problem to have, but it's
like this Saturday we have a yagna and we have a class, you know. So as soon as we finish up our holy fire, or you know, there's a 30-minute window, then we got to do the whole class, 2 hours. So,
Yeah.
but these are problems I want to have, you know. I asked Babaji many times, like, what am I going to do with all these kriyas? I'm not helping anybody, just doing my sadhana in private in my room. Babaji heard my call and he said, oh, you want to help people? I got you. Now I'm on the internet and I'm putting out videos, helping people, answering YouTube questions. So it's a blessing I want to have, right? So
Yes.
let's help as many people as possible. So if you have a comment on YouTube, put it in the YouTube chat. We'll help you as wholeheartedly and answer your question as wholeheartedly as possible. So
yes.
Anybody out there, send your question in. Don't be shy. Well, I'll try to answer it wholeheartedly, you know?
Yes. We answer everybody's questions. I don't know. It's like people say I can't get what I want. I can't catch a break. I was thinking maybe you have to become a vibrational match to our desires. And how do you do it? Is it simply by changing our thoughts, or is it something else to become that vibrational match?
Well, to become a manifestation vibrational match. That's why I see a lot of these people on the internet like, let me tell you how to manifest. And being in the Himalayan mountains, I've seen people manifest stuff, and they're free. You have to raise your frequency so high that it's almost, you know what it reminds me of? My guru used to say, who wants CDs? The short answer, the ego. The long answer, nobody, right? So
Yeah.
when you do so much inner work, you almost don't want to waste your inner work on manifesting stuff. It takes a lot, right, to align yourself on that frequency. And when you come to that frequency, you kind of realize that, I don't know, maybe this is more of an ego play than more of a spiritual upliftment. So to manifest, in my opinion, and obviously I need more work on this. First of all, whatever you see on the internet, throw all that away. They have no clue, you know. Like I see all I saw this one black guy with like a do-rag, and he was like, let me tell you how to manifestate. And he was like on his whiteboard, and I was like, what? Nah, you know what I'm saying? And what you have to realize, manifesting exactly what you want takes a lot of inner work. The yogis I've seen, they manifest stuff, but it's not on demand. They just kind of tune into that frequency and that thing happens, right? Could they manifest the lottery or a new car? I doubt it, you know? Could they manifest some flowers in their hand? Yeah, probably, you know? So, but yeah, so I would just say, in my opinion, the best way to manifest something is to get out your own way. Like, don't hold on to it so tight. Kind of feel like you already have it, right? And when you already have it, you already have it, right? So you know what it smells like to win the lottery. You know what it sounds like to win the lottery. You know what it looks like to win the lottery. You know what it feels like to win the lottery. And you know what it tastes like to eat a juicy steak after you won the lottery, whatever. Yes. So you kind of live it already before you have it. And that the universe kind of fills in the steps. So when you kind of hold on to it so tight, like I gotta win the lottery, you're kind of creating distance from you and the thing manifested. What did my guru used to say? When you run to money, money runs away from you. When you run away from money, money comes to you. So that's kind of the yogic philosophy. Like, I mean, I don't care about this fairy dust money, so money comes to you. But when you run towards the money, it runs away from you. So that's kind of the yogic philosophy of manifestation, right? We already have it. We already engaged our five senses. We already know what it is. And to drive a Lamborghini, you smell it, you hear it, you see it, you taste it, you feel it. So it's a lot cheaper. When you actually have a real Lamborghini, insurance is expensive, and finding a place to park it is expensive, and trying to stop people from scratching your Lamborghini because they're jealous of you is difficult. So
Yes.
just drive that Lamborghini in your mind. It's way better than a physical Lamborghini. So, but it takes some work, you know, to manifest. So, in my personal opinion, I just go with the flow, and whatever God gives me, it's a true blessing. Whatever God doesn't give me is, you know, I'm not attached to it. So I'm happy for the blessings I do have, not the blessings I don't have. Let's say it like that. So.
Well, we have Paul on YouTube. He says, "Namaste. I dozed off and almost forgot about Satsang. Oh, LOL."
Namaste, Paul. Mariana was just on here, and she said to tell you hello. So, hello. So if you watch this back, you'll see Mariana. She was at the pool in Canada. So she said, "Where's Paul? Tell Paul I said hello." So just missed her. And welcome to Sandy and Brendan. I can see you on the screen now. And yeah, whatever questions you have, give them to me wholeheartedly.
Well, I was thinking what we were just talking about, our thoughts. I think many people don't realize how powerful
True.
our thoughts are, and thinking our thoughts are energy. And I was thinking our thoughts might be the only thing that is real in this Maya delusional world. With our thoughts, we have the power to create. So like every moment we have to be aware of our thoughts. I think like one moment of negativity can like destroy all the positive, you know, everything you were trying to manifest. And those thoughts are tricky.
Yeah, I agree with you. I posted a Babaji quote a couple days ago. It's like, your thoughts shape your circumstances. So whatever you think, you have the power to kind of manifest it. And you don't want to, it's so difficult to manifest what you want. You don't want to put roadblocks or obstacles in your way with negativity. You always want to talk good to the water in your body and uplift the water in your body. So your thoughts kind of crystallize your circumstances and shape your circumstances. So whatever you feel, it becomes a reality by how you shape your thoughts or crystallize your circumstances by using your thoughts to only think positive. That's why they always say in the yogic tradition, no matter what happens in the world, always be unshakable, always stay fearless, never lower your emotions for anything.
Yeah.
You know, always stay on the cloud, never go in the mud with the pigs. You know, you don't want to get your white clothes dirty, you know. So, but it's difficult. These pigs down here are trying to drag you into the mud for sure.
Yes.
I mean, they're doing everything in their power. They're hitting you below the belt. They're trying to get under your skin and dance around as much as they can. Don't give it to them. Have your shield up. Always protect yourself, and don't give them the energy or the power that they seek. You know.
Yeah. Don't give them.
They're definitely trying. They're definitely trying to farm your prana, your energy, your shakti. Don't give it to them. Just be like, yeah, sure. You know, like. I try to stay away from negativity as much as possible. I don't want other people's negativity becoming my negativity or other people's karma becoming my own karma. I got enough karma to burn out here. So I'm trying to stay in the Himalayan mountains away from the glare of the Maya delusional world.
Yes, it's a virus. It'll take over your soul. Don't let it.
It's infectious, right? These zombies bite you and steal your energy, and then you
Yeah.
become a zombie, and before you know it, you come under their Dracula's hypnotism, right? And
Yes.
you start regurgitating Dracula's hypnotism. You know, Dracula told me that I don't know, Donald Trump's on the Epstein list. Really? Donald Trump's on the Epstein list. Blah, 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 blah. Then you start lowering your energy, right, on something you can't even control. So don't let these Draculas out here steal your energy, or
Yeah.
suck your energy. Energy vampires, stealing your energy. Focus your energy on what serves you in the present moment. Anything that doesn't serve you in the present moment, just let it pass. Yeah, I don't care, whatever, I mean, this was difficult for me because Brendan can relate. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, right? When they used to lose the game, I used to be like, dang,
Yeah.
I couldn't go to sleep. The game comes on at like 4 a.m. in Thailand, right? I stay up and they lose the game, and now I can't go back to sleep. And now I just like, whatever, it's going to happen. I don't play on the football team. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen. And well, it's just a bunch of pitchers going by, and, whatever. The other team outplayed us. Good luck to them,
Yeah.
So now I have a more detached approach, but it wasn't like that Kriya yoga,
Yeah.
I was about to throw my TV out the window. Oh, come on,
Yeah, people that are angry, they want you to be angry with them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
But
yeah, misery enjoys company, my mother used to say, right? Like, you can't escape the matrix and not be angry. You have to be angry with us, right?
Yeah.
We don't appreciate higher frequency energy when we're in the pit of despair, and we want people to share our misery, right? You can't not share our misery, right? I was like, no, I don't want your anger or your misery to become my anger or misery.
Yes. Sometimes sharing is not caring.
One of my friends was a Navy SEAL, and he told me a story. They have a big log, right? And engraved on the log, it says misery enjoys company, right? So all of us have to lift this log. So we all have to suffer, right? Not me. I'm not lifting no logs. I'm not suffering with you. I'm not being miserable with you. I'm not rolling in the mud with you pigs. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to sit on my blissful cloud and enjoy the grace of God, sunbathe in the grace of God, and be happy as much as I can. So I got enough karma on my trash mountain. I don't need more karma added, right? It takes a lot of work to burn all this past incarnations karma. So I'm not trying to add karma, or I'm not trying to create future karma. So it's enough work over here just burning this karma. So I don't want your misery to become my misery. I don't want your anger to become my anger. I don't want your political views to become my political views. I don't want your God to become my God,
Yeah.
Or I don't want any of that. So I just posted a good video from the Satsang. It was like, have the God of your own choosing. Whatever God you love and resonates with you and makes you feel the best, that is the best God, right? So I don't want your story of God to become my story of God. So whatever story you got, that's a cool story, but I'm trying to align myself with the God of my choosing. So if you believe in Muslim God and it uplifts you and gets you through the day, fine. If you believe in Christian God, it gets you through the day, that's fine. If you believe in Catholic God, that gets you through the day, fine. If you believe in you're a Buddhist, then that gets you through the day, that's perfectly fine. If you're a Hindu or you believe in yoga, that's perfectly fine. So find the God of your choosing, and that is the best God, in my opinion, for you. It's highly individualized and personalized,
Yeah. let me decide on my own who I am.
And basically, if you really break it down, all of these forms of God are God anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know, like if you see a squirrel and that's your God, it's still a chip off the whole block, you know, it's still a spark of the source. So you, no matter what name you call God, you're probably not wrong. It's all God. So God is everywhere and everything. So whatever form you resonate, that's the best form. It's all still God. So
I had a
question.
oh, go ahead.
What were you gonna say, Veronica?
Well, since we were on God, I had a God question. What if we acted as if God was truly inside us? I would live with no fear. I would live with purpose. What if we all knew the truth of who we are, and there would be no hesitation, no doubt. Like, I'm God, but not in a egotistical way. That, yeah, I'm God. I would be fearless.
I mean, in the Kriya Yoga tradition, that's what we believe in. Oneness, right? Non-duality, right? God is not over here and I'm over here. God is here and I am here. So when you come to the very profound, probably the most profound realization, I am God and God is me, you become a fearless radio antenna submitting the God signal out to everybody. And like you said, these control measures don't work no more, right? You have no need to go to a church because you're a walking church or you're a walking temple, right? The stories about that they say about God have no meaning to you because you are God inside you as you. And they hate this because they can't monetize this, right? There's no need for me to go to the church and for you to send God an email for me because I have a direct connection to God. God is inside me as me. And they definitely don't want you to come to that realization because that kills their money, right? You know,
Yeah.
like, how am I going to
every-
buy a new Cadillac if you don't come to church? You're not going to buy a new Cadillac. I have a God of my own choosing, and I have alignment with God, and I don't need no middleman, you know? Like, why do I need to talk to you about God? I talk to God directly every day. So this is a profound statement that they don't want you to come to the realization, and they're going to do everything in their power. But when you look behind the curtain of the Wizard of Oz, all they have is stories, right? And if you don't attach yourself to their stories, or you come to the realization, like, how is these stories going to help me do my inner work? It's not, right? And when you do your inner work, you realize you don't need stories. So all these books and all this stuff, it's not going to do your inner work for you. So you don't need the stories, right? My guru used to say, we're not attached to the stories. We don't talk about Kriya Yoga. We do Kriya Yoga. So all these stories, let me tell you a story about God. God ate a cheeseburger 10 years ago and God did this, and God did that. Yeah, cool story, bro. But how is that going to uplift me and do my inner work? It's not, right? So they would say that's blasphemy or whatever. I don't know what they call it, their dogma, whatever, you know? Just do your inner work and have a God or a form or a formless form of God that you of your choosing that uplifts you and makes you feel the best, and that is the best God. Don't let other people's God become your God, you know? Like, is it the true God? How would I know, you know? God is a God defined is a God confined. It's beyond my pay grade, you know? What is the true form of God? Who can really tell me? I don't know, you know? It's beyond my comprehension. So if Babaji makes you feel good, then see Babaji inside you, as a mirror, as a reflection. If Jesus makes you feel good, see Jesus inside you as you, you know? I'll tell you one thing. Any God is not going to support harm, murder, war. So you could see who is a godless person by that, right? Because any peaceful, loving person isn't going to relate to any of that. It's like, to me, it's like trash, right? If you said, I'll give you $5 million to hurt a child, I'd be like, get your ugly, dirty money. Oh, so gross. Oh, what do you mean? But to these nefarious beings, like we talked in Soul Talks, they do that. And they try to disguise themselves with cool God words. I'm of God. No, you're not. Anybody of God would not hurt an innocent child. You're a total liar, right? You know, but
yeah,
they try to sneak through the back door. Like, you should auto pen or rubber stamp everything I say because I ordained myself of God, right? Get out of here. Nobody
get out of here.
I want to see your actions. I don't want to see your talk. Anybody could say anything in the air, right? I'm king of the universe. I'm God's favorite person. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Get out. We're the chosen people. I don't know what you're praying to. You have false idols, you know. Chosen people. Who are you chosen by? God himself, you know. So my guru used to say we're 24-hour-a-day yogis, right? And we don't take advice from Sunday yogis, part-time yogis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we eat, sleep, live Kriya yoga, right? I sleep Kriya yoga. I eat Kriya yoga. I live my whole day Kriya yoga, right? So somebody who's a Sunday part-time 1 hour yogi, they're going to tell us what God is. So gross, you know? So we get away from those part-time, you know, part-time yogis or part-time Bible thumpers. You know what I'm saying? Like, my God, what are you talking about? Let me tell you a story about God. God did this and that. What? You know? Okay, whatever, you know? So don't get attached to the stories. It's not going to do your inner work. These are little, sometimes breadcrumbs or sometimes signposts when you see the meaning. But I wouldn't even waste your time on trying to look for the meaning. I would just do your inner work. No one's going to come save you. You got to save yourself. Do your own inner work, uplift yourself, and be the best person you could be. And I don't see how you could go wrong doing that. You know, you do what serves you in the present moment. And what other people did or what other people's stories are, just look at them like stories. Same way you watch a movie. Oh, look at Iron Man. He's flying through the sky. Iron Man did this. Iron Man did that. Okay, that's cool for Iron Man. But how does that uplift me in the present moment? How is that going to serve me in the present moment? How is that going to do my inner work in the present moment? And you come to the realization it's not. So you start focusing your energy on what uplifts you and makes you feel better. Because none of these stories are going to save you, you know? None of these stories are going to help you do your inner work. None of these stories are going to get you enlightenment. They're just cool stories to tell around the campfire when you got a few moments to spare. But they're not going to serve you. So do what serves you in the present moment. Do your own inner work. And detach from the stories, right?
Yes.
So I used to really tell my guru, like, Babaji said this in this book, and Patanjali said this and this and that. And he told me the best thing he could have told me. One time we were at an ashram and there was an elephant. He goes, see that elephant over there? You like that elephant? I go, yeah, I like elephants. You know, in Thailand, the elephant is called Chang, right? Chang means elephant. So they used to have an elephant on their flag. Everything is elephant. So that is the national animal in Thailand. So I love elephants, right? So I was like, yeah, the elephants are great. I love that elephant. He goes, do you want to poop like an elephant? I looked at my guru and I said, why would I want to poop like an elephant? I'm a human. He goes, exactly. Right? Why would you want to poop like an elephant in 1920? And I was like, I wouldn't. He goes, exactly. You want to poop like an elephant in 2025, right? Why would you want to be like Yogananda in 1920? That was a different time. That was a different era. That was a different yuga. We live in 2025. We poop like an elephant in 2025, not like an elephant 2,000 years ago. So same thing. Whatever Yeshua, Jesus did 2,000 years ago, that was a different era. That was a different time. Only carry what helps you and uplifts you in the present moment. And be an elephant in 2025, not 015 AD.
Yes.
It might not translate. It's a different time. It's a different energy. It's a different yuga. Be the best person you could be in the present moment, you know? And detach from these stories as much as possible. They're not going to get you to enlightenment. They're not going to get you to samadhi. They're not going to do the inner work for you. They're just cool stories to look at when you've got a few moments. I look at it like I watch YouTube videos, like Kriya yoga videos, right? Okay, I finished all my Kriya yoga work. I got everything ready for the class. Let me get some mental candy. All right, let me see. Let me see what Aaron Rodgers is doing on the Pittsburgh Steelers today. But I'm not attached to it. I don't need it. I know it's just some candy, some pictures going by, you know. So that would be what I would say with any of these stories. Detach from the stories. It's not going to do your inner work.
Well, just to add a drop of humor before I give the floor to Brendan. Sandy says, "Cool story, bro. Bye, Felicia."
There you go. Right? Cool story, bro. Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Bye. Take those stories with you. Keep walking. Goodbye. You know, cool story, Felicia. I don't need it. You know, it doesn't serve me in the present moment. Bye, Felicia. Bye bye. Cool story, bro. Yeah,
I was
exactly.
laughing
Cool.
too. Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro. Yeah, Jesus did this and Jesus did that. Yeah, cool story, bro. Were you there? No, but I heard it in a book. You know.
It's true.
Okay. Cool story, bro. Yeah, I saw Red Hulk and he started smashing the White House. It was crazy, man. Yeah, cool story, bro. You know. So if you start becoming the detached witness and just watching it, everything like a movie, in your seat in the audience, eating your popcorn, you're like, look at this. I thought Hulk was green. He's red today. Cool story, bro. You know, who can make sense of this, right? You know, like, they're gonna release the Epstein list. No Epstein list. Cool story, bro. You know, the boy who cried wolf. That's another one, right? Wolf, 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 wolf. Where's he at? We're gonna get him. You know, I got you. You know, Lucy with the football, right? Here comes the football. Charlie Brown. Today is the day. He's gonna kick it. Whoop. You know, boy who cried wolf. Lucy with the football. You know, it's all the same thing. Cool story, bro. Cool story, bro. Let me tell you a story. Cool story, bro. It doesn't serve me in the present moment. I let it go. All right.
Yes.
I'm not attached to it. Clouds passing in the sky, water under the bridge, letting it pass. Yeah, that's a cool story, bro. I don't believe a word of it. You know, I don't want your story to become my story. Keep it going, you know.
Yep. Did you have something to say, Brendan?
Yes, I did. I got all my main questions out earlier though.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, so you said, I remember you saying, Gurudev, that there's no meat in the Himalayas. But what food actually is there that grows in the Himalayas?
I mean, we had a daily diet of dal, which is kind of like a curry, like a curd, roti, which is like a circle kind of pita bread, lentils, potatoes. I mean, all vegetarian. I mean, basically, we would eat whatever was around. So,
Yeah,
you know,
but no food actually grew there, though, right? Because it's in the mountains.
yeah. So, in the Himalayan mountains, we would mostly bring our food, or people would donate food. So they have like a rice. We ate so much rice you couldn't even believe. So somebody would bring like a 30-kilogram bag, like a big bag of rice, and they would just eat that all winter, right? So yeah, it's mostly like donation. I mean, the water you could drink in the Himalayan mountains, like they know it's like pure spring water, like waterfall water.
Yeah.
So there was plenty of water that was pure to drink. Yeah, but most of the food they would transport it up, right? Because when you get to the frozen tundra of the Himalayan mountains, there isn't much vegetables growing, and there definitely wasn't no meat. I mean, in the Himalayan mountains, there's very little meat. I mean, I'm sure they have places, but everywhere we went. When you go to a restaurant in Himalayan mountains or in India, they ask you veg or non-veg, right? So they wouldn't even ask you non-veg because there was no non-veg. So it was, if you wanted to live, you had to eat vegetables, right? And that's their diet. And in the Himalayan mountains, it's even less vegetables. So I don't really have a taste for lentils. And it's kind of like sucking on a lemon to me. It was like lentils. Or they had this curd. I my stomach really didn't like. It was called dal, right? And I couldn't.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't like it, you know. But they love it up there, you know. They were like, "You're not going to eat your dal." I was like, "No, you take it," you know. So you kind of fast indirectly. Although I want to say something. I am the inventor of the Himalayan burrito. So what I would do, they would have that pita bread and they put a bunch of the way they eat in the Himalayan mountains. So they tear off a piece of the roti and they dip it in the curd or the dal, right? And then they put it in their mouth, right? That's how they eat. So I said, a burrito. So I put all the vegetables inside the burrito, like Taco Bell or Del Taco, whatever, and I rolled it up and I ate it like that. And they couldn't believe it. Like, what? This guy, how is he eating it? Like, they tear it off and they put it in their mouth. I made a burrito. And so if you see a Himalayan burrito, you ever go to the Himalayan mountains, you know Vedagurudev created it.
Yeah.
They were like, what do you mean you roll
burrito.
it up? I was like, yeah, it's a burrito. It's a Del Taco Bell burrito. And they were like, what? That was like a whole day conversation. Like, what made you do that? Like, how did you come up with that? And, you know, I was like, yeah, you just roll it up. And I was showing them how to roll it up. So maybe it's a thing in the Himalayan mountains now, or maybe they just go back to their ways. So
Yeah.
I am the inventor of the Himalayan vegetable burrito, the veg burrito.
Let me show you what our brother Vedagurudev did. His brother, this burrito.
Genius. Their mind was so boggled by it. They were like, I've never seen that.
It's brilliant.
How did you do that? You know, Ved Mooney, he was from Brazil, so he understood a little bit, you know, like, but it's still, it was like to the Himalayan, it was like they just found like a spaceship or something. They were like,
Yeah.
let me look at that. How does that work? How did you do it? Do it again. You know, like this was one whole day in the Himalayan mountains. Like, so ingenious, a burrito, you know, like you take it for granted, but up there, that was like earth shattering to them. Like, it was like,
you saved him so much time.
it was like gossip to them too. It was like, you're not going to believe this. Show them the burrito. Show them the, what is it called? The burrito? Like, what did you do with the roti? You wrapped it up. Oh my God, it's crazy. So that is the news in the Himalayan mountains. You're not going to believe this. Show him the burrito. So,
leave you in awe.
that is a super news day in the Himalayan mountains. This to show you how slow of a pace it happens. The week-long Himalayan burrito conversation.
Did they teach you about like celestial events?
Yeah, I mean, so like I'm not like a super scholar on like Vedic astrology or Indian astrology. You know, my guru knows a lot more about that than me, but I'll say there is no light pollution in the Himalayan mountains. So every day you go to sleep and you sleep under the stars, you cannot believe the Himalayan light show that it is. It's so awe-inspiring. I mean, I'm still hypnotized by it, thinking about it years later. Like it was this, you couldn't believe how profound and dynamic the stars were. So even though I didn't, how could I say, have like a background in astrology, just laying under the stars in the Himalayan mountains was enough awe-inspiring to me. So it was totally beautiful and outstanding, you know, and you begin to realize there's so much light pollution and there's so much stuff that block the stars. But when you dissolve all that and it's pitch black and you can see the light show of the stars, wow, so outstanding. So I would say this is probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life, you know, just laying on my back and looking up at the stars in the Himalayan mountains was outstanding, beyond belief. I would definitely say, you know. So I don't know anything about star maps or Vedic astrology, but I am definitely a huge fan of the non-light pollution Himalayan mountains star light show for sure.
Yeah.
I know, like, you know, I don't know, the sun does certain things and the moon does certain things, obviously, and then events even above that with the planets. Yeah. I know that's like a real. I don't even know how some people even know that. You know what I mean? That's very.
Yeah. And in my personal sadhana and my yogic practice, every morning I wake up, I sing a song called the Science of the Sun Worship Song, which basically praises the sun for doing the best job out of all, right? If the sun don't come up, we're all in trouble. So thanking the sun, you're doing the best job out of anybody. Keep up the good work, son. So we always praise the sun. We always praise the moon, Chandra, you know, like our full moon and our new moon, Yagna, which will be this Saturday, is praising the moon, right? We do it on the moon. We give this Yagna fire as an offering to the moon. The moon is so great and so profound also. So we definitely give love and an offering and praise to the sun and moon for sure. And to, you know, the same way we give offering to any deity, Shiva, Babaji, or anything. So they're doing the best job out of all. So keep up the good work, sun and moon, you know. So we love the sun, we love the moon, and any chance I get, I praise the sun. So like I said, I wake up, before I do anything, I praise the sun. Thank God. The sun is up today. Today is going to be a good day. Everything else is a bonus. The sun came up. If I wake up tomorrow and the sun doesn't come up, might not be the best day, right? So thanking, being grateful, giving gratitude to all the sun, the moon, and all the deities. They're doing all the heavy lifting. So anytime I do any puja practice or any ritualistic practice, it's always praising the deity or praising the sun or the moon for the great job that they're doing, because they're doing all the heavy lifting. I'm not doing anything compared to the sun and the moon, right? So keep up the good work, son. Keep up the good work, moon. Love you wholeheartedly, right?
Well, Vedagurudev, we're going to celebrate the full moon this Saturday. Do you want me to show people how we honor the full moon? The video?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea. So we have a great video showing being a benefit of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Our members send in their problems, whatever they're going through, and we burn it up in the holy fire. So you could basically see this video. This is from Guru Purnima, so it's basically celebrating the Guru, but you can see how we do our full moon yagna fire, our holy fire, which is called a hama or havan or yagyar, and we also do it on the new moon. So we do it twice a month. Number 1 on our leaderboard, Cal Spalding from Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA Public. Thank you to our beloved Vedagurudev for all you do in selfless service and all the time and effort and true blissful service in true spirit and heart of Kriya Yoga. You are. Vedagurudev, we appreciate you for making this Kriya Yoga school truly life-changing and a true blessing from Babaji himself to be a part of. We love and appreciate you always. Peace and blessings. May you enjoy this wonderful award on this wonderful day to praise and love our wonderful, beloved, loving, kind, peaceful, blissful Guru in heart of Babaji himself, which must humble thanks and much gratitude from all the Kriya Yoga School members in our hearts to yours. Thank you. Jai Babaji. And Kyle gave me this award and I printed it up today. So it says, happy, happy, happy Guru Purnima, above and beyond duty. Award to the beloved Vedagurudev. So there you see it. So thank you very much, Kyle, for the award. I appreciated it always. I laminated it. So I'm going to put it next to Veronica's picture. So burning all Cal Spalding's problems in the holy yagna fire. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Soyam. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Param. Swaha. Happy, happy, happy. Always. So that's basically what happens. All of our members send in their requests. And even if they don't send in the request, we still burn wholeheartedly for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, their friends, family, loved ones, whatever health problems you're going through, whatever financial problems you're going through, whatever emotional problems you're going through, burn it all up in holy yagna fire and no longer serves you. Watch it go up in smoke. Like Sandy said, bye, Felicia, to all your problems. Goodbye. You no longer serve me. I'm no longer attached to it. I will burn it up in smoke and watch it go by. So this is one of the benefits from joining our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So if you want to burn up your problems, then you got time. Join now.
Yeah. Swaha.
Email me and I'll burn it up, you know. We have little pieces of paper that I read each people's request and then I burn it up. And you could say private or public. So some people want it to be in private and I just say it internally. Some people want it to be external. So and add as much detail as possible. That always helps. So
could you tell us about the yugas?
I mean, I'm not a super scholar on the yugas. I would just say it's like a time period, like an era that they go through. So they would say we're in Kali Yuga right now, which is the chaotic yuga, right? The destructive kind of yuga. But hopefully we emerge out of that and into a golden yuga. So they would say when Babaji is around and all these enlightened beings, Patanjali, Jesus, that was more of a golden era yoga, you know? So the energy was higher, so there was less distraction. So you could achieve enlightenment easier, you know? But regardless of what the yuga is, just do your inner work and be unshakable. And no matter how crazy Kali Yuga is or whatever yuga it is, you attain a state of being which is unshakable, no matter what the yuga is or who's president or who wins the Super Bowl. You stay unshakable no matter what, right? So I always have this visualization, like when my guru said, no matter if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So when he said that, I have this visualization of fire and bombs and everything, but the yogi stays like a statue, unshaken, you know, fearless no matter what happens, right? So that would be my advice. So no matter what happens in this world, AI does this, or who's president, or who won the Super Bowl, or what happens, don't let anything shake your meditative samadhi state, you know? So that's kind of how I look at the yuga. So Kali Yuga, Golden Yuga, Enlightenment Yuga, whatever it is, still say the same, right? Still say centered, right? So no yuga can kind of determine or shake my samadhi no matter what happens, right? So that's how I would translate the yuga. Like I said, I'm not like a Vedic scholar, so like I can't give you the like a scholar version. I'll just say how my intuition tells me. It's funny because everybody I met in India, they were like like Vedic text.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about page 156 and verse number 2 and the Vedic text? I was like, nope. I'm called Ved because my guru is Vedananda, and he basically co-signed me. So Vedananda. That's, if you're trying to ask me about page 52 in the Vedic text, I have no clue what you're talking about. So it's the same with the yugas. Like I have a loose understanding about it, but that would be my best advice. Like whatever the circumstance is in the world, the Maya delusional world, always stay anchored and stay centered, and don't let anything shake your state of being or your meditative samadhi state.
Yeah. No, I actually watched something from the YouTube of the Uganda Society.
Yeah.
And they actually had people on there, and they were talking, like the guy studied it, but he was saying the guru of Yogananda, he said he had his own theory basically about the yugas, and I even left a comment, and they ignored my comment. They definitely did. because I went back and I seen they liked everyone else's comment, and they usually like my comment. And the guy that came on there to talk about the yugas, I mean, he was knowledgeable, but like he specifically said, he was like, the yugas from Sir, whatever his name was, the guru of Uganda.
Yes, Yukteswar. Sri Yukteswar.
Yeah, and the one before him with the L.
Oh, Lahiri Messiah. Yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, this was their set of yugas. But the guy who studied in India said, but in India, they have their own yugas that are different from these ones. And then a couple days later, I said Sadhguru came in, and he's talking about, the Tantra, the Tetra, which is before the Golden Age, is coming in like 60 years. So there's three different things. And it's just like, this is just, at this point, basically nonsense. because there's 3 different things. They're all saying different things, basically.
Yeah, when you start to look behind the curtain, you begin to see, like, I mean, to make a long story short, all you have to ask yourself, or your affirmation should be, how does this serve me in the present moment? Knowing what is the real yuga, or what Yogananda said was the yuga, or Sadhguru, really doesn't serve you in the present moment. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. And like Sandy said, cool story, bro. Like, how does this serve me in the present moment? How does this uplift me and make me a better yogi, right? And when you start going down that rabbit hole, it just starts to confuse you. Like, wait a minute. Lahiri Mahayasaya said this, and Sadhguru said this, and the Vedic text said this. Oh, man. You know, my head is all scrambled up right now, right? I'm all frustrated. So I would just say, anything that anybody else says, just take what resonates with you and put it in your pocket, and the other stuff, just kind of look at it like a movie and just don't try to make sense of it. Like, well, all the Hulk movies I've seen, the Hulk is green, but this one he's red. I'm not going to try to make sense of it. I'm going to just enjoy it. Whatever, you know, this is, you know, like, how does the knowing what the real yuga is serve you in the present moment? It really doesn't. So whether it's Golden Yuga or Kali Yuga or whatever yuga, Yogananda Yuga, Sadhguru's Yuga, you stay unshakable in the present moment and anchored no matter what, right? I don't care what yuga it is. I don't care who's president. I'm going to do my inner work, and I'm going to uplift myself in the present moment. And, you know, these cool stories, bro, I'm not really going to get attached to. I'm going to just be the best yogi I could be in the present moment, you know? Like, you know, like, yeah, I would just say, like, step back from the TV and see, how does this serve you in the present moment? And you realize 95% of this stuff doesn't serve you. Like, who cares, you know? Whatever the yuga is, I'm going to be an unshakable, fearless yogi no matter what, right? So these are cool stories, but I'm going to do my own inner work. And whatever the yuga is, I approach it wholeheartedly. Like, okay, this is what the yuga is. Let's get to work. I'm going to do my work regardless of the yuga, regardless of the day, regardless of the month, regardless of the year, you know? So, yeah, I wouldn't try to make too much sense of it, because it really doesn't serve you in the present moment. You know, like I said, like, most of this stuff, like, I don't know, the Vedic text and all this, you could really go down that rabbit hole, and it's not really going to serve you in the present moment. So I would just take what really resonates with you. Like, oh, I like that, you know, like, they're like, I was watching one of our satsangs, and Paul said, a God of your choosing. And it really resonated with me and stuck with me. And I actually put it on the thumbnail for that. You know, I was like, yeah, when Paul said the God of your choosing, he was right. That's exactly what that was exactly the words I'm looking for. But when they start talking about stuff you can't relate to, I would just throw it away. It doesn't serve you in the present moment. Like, how does knowing what yuga it is currently make me a better yogi, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't really. So just do what serves you in the present moment, and don't, you know, kind of watch this like how you watch a movie, like as a detached witness, like, oh, okay. You know, that's pretty interesting. Sadhguru says this yuga, Lahiri Messiah says this yuga, Yogananda says this yuga. You know, my head is starting to hurt, you know? I'm gonna turn the channel, you know.
Paul says
moon tonight.
What? Say again?
Isn't there a full moon tonight, or is it not tonight?
It's Saturday.
Yeah, it's the 9th, I think. Right? What's the 9th? Saturday, right?
The 9th is Saturday's the full moon on this Saturday.
Okay.
Full moon in Aquarius, the 9th.
Well, the moon, I seen it, and it looks pretty full tonight. I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting
getting
close.
closer.
There's probably a little sliver at the end where it's black, but it's getting there. Next couple days, it'll be nice and full and shining.
So is that going to be in combination then with Saturday's class or separate?
No, it's going to be separate. The Yagna is a couple hour, like an hour before the class. So we'll do the Yagna, and then there'll be like an hour break. Then we'll do the class. So it's a double duty on Saturday for
Yes.
Vedagurudev.
Well, I wanted to get to Paul's comment. He said, "Great question about the yugas. I'm interested also. We're definitely moving away from darkness and into light now, in my opinion. There's the Maya calendar also, which is similar." Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
said,
yeah, like I said, if we're in darkness or we're in light, you be the lighthouse or you be the radio antenna radiating that glowing, that divine inner energy. So no matter how dark it is, Callie, you want to dance? Let's dance, right? Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I shall fear no evil, right? We become lighthouses for boats lost at sea, right? Even though it's super dark out here, I got your light over here. Come this way, my friend. You know, no need to be lost. You know, you want to
yeah.
learn Kriya Yoga? We got some light for you. So same thing, whether it's dark yuga or light yuga or golden yuga, whatever yuga, you stay unshakable, you stay centered and anchored, and you be the best yogi you could be, regardless, you know, and help as many people, love as many people, be kind to as many people and compassionate to as many people as possible. Dark yuga, golden yuga, light yuga, elephant yuga, whatever yuga is out there, you know,
Yeah.
you stay unshakable and unchanged, right? You become the mountain, which is anchored into the ground. Whether it snows, the mountain is unshakable. Whether it's raining, the mountain is unshakable. No matter how powerful the wind is, the mountain is unshakable. No matter how powerful the sun is, the mountain is unshakable. So no matter what this crazy Maya delusional, distractional, conditional kind of world throws at you, unshakable. You become the mountain. You can't be moved no matter what happens, right? Whatever. Who's president? Can't be moved. What yuga? Can't be moved. Who wins the NBA finals? Can't be moved. You know, who wins the Super Bowl? Can't be moved. You know, what Kim Kardashian wears to the Grammys? Can't be moved. You know, whatever happens in the world, you are an unshakable mountain no matter what happens. So yeah, that's what I would say. Light, dark, you know, whatever happens, World War III, no matter what, you know, unshakable mountain. So always be an unshakable mountain, no matter what the circumstances are happening beyond your control, outside you.
Yeah. Paul had another comment. He also says it is also due with our position in our solar system's revolution around the great central sun of our galaxy, similar to the Earth's revolution around the sun. We get winter and summer, and we're now moving into the photon belt like summer. It's supposed to help with our spiritual evolution. Oh, interesting. Help
Yeah,
away.
so whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter, unshakable mountain. You know, however far the sun is away, unshakable mountain. Whatever the aliens are doing, unshakable mountain. So just make everything your unshakable mountain practice. So regardless of what happens externally outside you, you have no control over. Just control your inner kingdom. And the best way to control your inner kingdom is just radiate love and positive energy and not get attached to anybody else's story or whatever happens, you know, like, so you just become an unshakable mountain no matter what happens. That would be my best advice, and that's advice I'm actually living in the present moment. You know, it's a good reminder to me to be an unshakable mountain. Whatever happens, I don't care. Unshakable mountain, unshakable mountain. you know, or you create the affirmation, this doesn't serve me in the present moment, you know, like knowing how far the sun is away or what yuga it is, or don't wait for others, for universal spiritual energy. You create your own. You become a nuclear power plant, creating your own spiritual energy. So if that energy comes, great. You have more energy. If it doesn't come, you still are creating your own energy. So you become a nuclear reactor, creating your own Shakti, your own prana, your own energy. So no matter what happens in the universe, you still have a reservoir, a bank of prana, a bank of Shakti that you can access anytime. So I wouldn't depend on anybody else to save you. I would save yourself. And like I said, become a unshakable mountain, become a nuclear reactor. No matter what happens, you create your own energy.
That brings about a question. Do you know how to concentrate like a linga?
Yeah. So in this week's class, we started a new thing where we concentrate our mala beads, right? So Paul brought his mala beads in this Saturday class, and I asked him what mantra he resonates with the most, and I consecrated it. So a linga, I also consecrate, right? I look for the opportunity. Sometimes we do a practice which is called a pishakam, which a pishakam is like pouring milk over the lingam, pouring honey over the lingam, putting rice on the lingam. You know, basically the lingam is a symbolization. If you know the story about Shiva, where he swallowed the poison, right? He swallowed the poison to save the world, right? The devas, they were how could I say, they were trying to destroy the world, and Lord Shiva, without thinking, swallowed the poison, and that's why he became what they call it, Nalakan, which means like blue-throated one. That's how his throat became blue, because he swallowed the poison. So they say in Vedic stories that when you pour water over the lingam, it cools Shiva down to help him not get so hot and not be so uncomfortable with the poison in his throat. So that's kind of the symbolization of pouring over the lingam and consecrating the lingam and doing all that, you know. So yeah, maybe if you want me to consecrate my lingam, maybe in the next class we do it, you know.
Okay.
It's like a statue, though, right? Like they have statues in India. And
Yeah,
it's like a little. It's basically a.
I'm
It's a
trying to
male.
see if
It's a
I have my
male
link.
part, private part.
Yeah, right. It symbolizes creation, right? So yeah, they would say it's Shiva's private part to seed the universe, you know. I mean, not to be too crude, but you know what I'm talking about. So like yeah, I usually have a lingam. I think they're all inside, but I usually have a couple. So yeah, so it's a round kind of stone. It has no beginning and no end. So it symbolizes the circle of life, you know, like the infinity stone kind of, right? Like it's like a circle. And then some Shiva linga or lingam, they have like a bottom part, like a base where the water kind of drains out, you know. So it depends. There's a couple different lingam. I think the one I mostly have is the one with the base, where you know it has the dooney and the drain. I'm trying to think. I usually have a lingam here, you know. I have a Sri Yantra, but I don't have a lingam. They're all inside. But yeah. So yeah, if you want, on this Saturday's class, we'll consecrate the lingam. That sounds like a good plan. And if any of our members have any mala beads or ruksha beads that they want consecrated, we do that in our Saturday class. And actually, Mariana, if you're watching this, because she's the one that brought it up. This Saturday class, bring your mala beads and we'll consecrate it, live on the class. This week we did Paul, and if Paul, you want more, we'll do some more, So Paul said the mantras that he really resonate with, and I consecrated it for him and send my Shakti and transmuted my energy to him, So Paul, if you're on YouTube, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Let me know how effective that was. But we offer this to all of our members. So anybody has any Raksha beads or anything they want consecrated, we definitely do it in our class.
I had a question about mala beads. When your guru gave you his mala beads, did he ask you if you wanted a mantra prayed over your mala beads? Did he do the same thing you did for Paul?
I mean, he didn't ask me. In the Himalayan yogic tradition, they don't really ask. They just do, So, but yeah, he said the mantra that he felt was most appropriate when he gave me the mala beads. So,
What
they
was
don't really
it?
give me. That's a good question. Actually, it wasn't. It was more of a Himalayan yogic dialect, right? Which I wasn't familiar with. So it wasn't one I was familiar with. So I don't really even know what he says because I don't understand Hindi. But if he said it was what was the most powerful, then I believe him. So like our school is more liberal, right? Like we get more input from our students, right? Like, what mantra do you want on your mala beads? In the Himalayan mountains, they just give you whatever they feel like, right? So I couldn't pick my name. It was just given to me, right? Babaji gives you this name. So be it. It is done, right? Like, wait a minute. I mean, if I now in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have put guru in my name, but maybe that was a thing I didn't need to do. It was like, this is it, you get it. And it's the same thing with like Raksha beads or like malas, right? Here it is, Thank you, Baba, No
today,
input necessary.
Okay. So today you get to pick your mantras to pray over your mala beads. What do you pick?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, is there a number or
maybe
I can just go?
three, because you did 3 for Paul.
It depends, like deities or kriya yogis.
Whatever resonates with you.
3 deities. I'm always going to pick, Shiva, Lakshmi, and Ganesha, right? In kriya yogis, Babaji, Mataji, probably Bhoganantar, right? In the kriya yogic tradition, in the Sita tradition. So those, it depends which one you're talking about. Ascended masters in the kriya yoga tradition, Sitas, or enlightened beings, that those would probably be my top 3 deities. But I'm not married to it either, I mean, obviously I'm a Babaji lover, so anything Kriya Yoga, I'm gonna just say Babaji, Babaji. Can I say Babaji, all 3 deities,
Yeah.
Babaji, 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 Mataji, 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 Bhoganantar, Bhoganantar, because Bhoganantar, I was initiated in Katagama, Sri Lanka, where Babaji was initiated in the Kriya Kundalini Pranayama by Bhoganantar. So it has a special place in my heart, Bhoganantar. I resonate with them. And Bogar means enjoyer. So I want to always be a Bogar. I want to be a bogey. I want to enjoy, whatever, If you give me a cheeseburger, I'm going to enjoy it. That's just how I am. I'm an enjoyer, right? I'm a bogey, right? So, yeah, so that's kind of what I would say. What were you going to say next?
I was going to say, if I had the choice, I think I would do Babaji's invocation mantra. I would do praise to the 18 Siddhas, and then maybe to the third one, The highest praise the Kriya Yoga lineage. I think that would encapsulate all of them.
Oh, yeah. You're asking in the Kriya Yoga tradition, what bhajan or what song I would sing? Yeah.
Yes.
So the highest Shakti mantra that I love the most is Babaji Surrender mantra, which really resonates with me because I surrendered to Babaji day one on the Kriya Yoga path.
Okay.
So every day I surrender to Babaji. I would say that 108 times. I mean, Babaji's invocation mantra is another one because you're like invoking Babaji inside you as you, but that's a long one. So that would take like 20 minutes to go through 108. It depends. If I had no time restraint, I would just say them all. Homage to the 18 Siddhas. Yeah, that's a good one because it kind of covers all 18 Siddhas. You don't leave any of them out, you know? I mean, I'm sure there are more Siddhas than 18, but it covers all the bases, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a pretty good one. I mean, it just depends. Like, I'm not married to any structure. It just depends how I feel on certain days. Like, you see in the Yagna, some songs I sing and some songs I don't sing, you know? It just depends what resonates with me. Some days I would be like, man, I'm feeling really enlightened. I'm feeling really glowing, right? A root param jyoti 108 times.
Yeah.
Or Gayatri mantra 108 times. So it just depends how I'm feeling in the present moment, you know? If it feels like a real Kriya Yogi ascended master day, then I would have a different 3. If it feels like a real divine inner light, lighting my inner lamp, lighting every cell of my body, then it would be like a root param jyoti or a Gayatri. You know, it just depends what I feel like. So yeah, I'm not married to anything. I pivot, I change course direction. So depending which way the wind is blowing, that depends on my 3.
Nice.
But yeah,
you gotta go.
It could change.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice having you.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for stopping by, Brendan. And yeah, you're always welcome here anytime. You don't have to stay for the whole 4 hours. You know, however long you can. We always enjoy your company and pop in anytime.
I did do an hour earlier. We were in like an hour earlier, so that is like 2 hours.
You were able to ask all the questions you wanted, Brendan?
Yeah, I mean, my main ones were about the techniques earlier. You know, these ones were kind of just like for fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ones were more tongue in cheek.
Yeah, those are good questions.
My body's been I haven't really got to like look at any new things. So I really haven't. These questions were like a week old or a week and a half old. They were all old even earlier. So I'll have new questions though.
Yeah, well, if you could join us on our Yagna on Saturday and our class, feel free to ask whatever questions you want, you know, wholeheartedly.
Thanks for letting me be here with you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for coming. May you have a great night and God bless you always. Jai Babaji.
God bless all you guys.
Well, how I was.
Okay, great. Let me stretch. How long have we been on here for?
Almost 2 hours. Time for you to stretch.
Yeah, let me stretch out my legs. It's been a pretty good satsang. We have some pretty good questions. Anybody who has any questions, put them in the YouTube chat, you know, so you can give Vedagurudev some ranting material, right?
Yeah. I got Paul and Sandy when you're ready.
Okay, let me switch this over to comments so I can see. Oh, we have a lot of comments, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let me get to it. How long have we been on here so far?
An hour and 58 minutes and 53
okay,
seconds.
almost 2
2
hours.
hours.
Let's get back to it. So
All right, let's get cracking.
whoever has a question, put it in the YouTube chat. Don't be shy. We answer all questions wholeheartedly. Whether you're a member or not, or a subscriber, whatever, we still answer all questions wholeheartedly.
Yes.
So don't be scared. Say it wholeheartedly, and I'll do my best to answer it with love and wholeheartedness.
Well, Paul, he says, dang, I was waiting for the ETs to come save me. That would have been much easier. LOL. Dang.
Don't wait for no ETs to save you, Paul. Sorry, no one's coming to save you, right? Save yourself. Nope. Do your own inner work. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But yeah, when I was young, I loved that movie E.T. E.T. Phone Home.
Yeah.
He loved Reese's Pieces. I became a Reese's Pieces fan because of that movie. And when E.T. died at the end, I was so sad.
Devastating. Yes.
It was devastating. It crushed my life for a whole 2 weeks. I couldn't stop crying. Yeah. I had an E.T. stuffed animal, and why they did that to E.T. It didn't sit well with me, even in the 80s. You know, let E.T. be okay. Don't dissect him.
Yeah.
Let him phone home. Good, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, E.T. Phone Home, right? I thought I was that kid. I forgot his name. And what's that girl's name? Drew Barrymore? That was her name,
a little
right?
girl, yeah.
The little girl, yeah. E.T. was hiding in the closet, and he went trick-or-treating. So yeah, that was a great. That's probably in one of my top 5 movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like it when E.T. passed away. That was not cool.
Very upsetting.
It was very upsetting.
Yeah, I remember seeing that movie, and I just go around the house, E.T. phone home, E.T. phone home,
yeah,
and my dad made fun of me.
E.T. Phone Home, yeah, Reese's Pieces, you know. Oh yeah, and he made the bicycle fly by the moon.
Yeah,
that was the movie poster. Yeah, that was cool, right?
Yes.
Stop chasing E.T. Leave him alone, right? So yeah, learn from their mistakes in that movie, right? Don't dissect E.T. E.T. is a nice, loving, celestial being. Hide him in your closet and feed him and give him Reese's Pieces and take care of him. You know, it's hard being E.T. out here.
Yeah, we were probably both really depressed at the same time that we were watching that. like, oh,
I mean,
poor E.T.
when I was younger in the 80s, that was earth shattering, right?
Yes.
I shed many a tear for E.T. That was for sure, right?
Yes.
My whole life was E.T. at that time. I had the stuffed animal. I don't know. When you went to McDonald's, they had the glasses, E.T. and you know, like whatever souvenir they had, I wanted E.T. Right? Star Wars and E.T. That was my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dating myself, right? All the action figures, E.T. and Star Wars, right? You know. I remember when I was younger, my brother got for Christmas the Ewok Village, you know, the Ewoks,
oh, wow.
You know,
yes.
And I was like, man, he won the lottery. He got the Ewok Village.
Those Ewoks are so cute.
Yeah, I love the Ewoks too, right? You know.
Yeah.
I forgot what movie that was in, Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes. One of those movies. They were up in the trees and they had their tree house, and you know, I'm a Chewbacca fan too. You know, Chewbacca. So yeah, however that, you know, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Chewie, you know, Luke Skywalker, obviously, Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love them all. So if you were born in I don't know,
70s,
2000, or you were born in 1990, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But if you were born in the 70s or 80s, you probably have some idea what I'm talking about, you know.
Or late
or
60s.
or maybe your older brother, you saw his Millennium Falcon in his room, and you're like, what the hell is that junk? You're like, what? That's not junk. That's
Yeah.
Millennium
It's
Falcon.
a national
Han
treasure.
Solo and Chewbacca. Right. That's a national treasure, right? So
It's priceless.
I'm so old school. I actually went to the movie theater with my father in downtown Pittsburgh and my brother and saw Star Wars, opening day, He's like, we're going to see the movie named Star Wars. I'm like, what? What the hell is that about? And it changed my life forever, right?
Yes.
I was like, what? Whoa, my God, this blew me
The day
away,
that will
right?
live in infamy.
The day that will live in infamy, right? Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, the World Trade Center, Pearl Harbor, yeah, that's cool. But the real day that changed my life was Star Wars world premiere, downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they're kind of like little yogis too, like learning to use their inner self, their powers.
Yeah, like
Like,
if you look at yoga, I mean not Yoda, right?
yeah.
He has a name like yoga. I don't think by accident. He kind of talks in like parables, like backwards,
Yes.
like yogis talk, and this twilight language, this one sentence, straight to the point, like a knife cutting through butter, like so big it is done,
And so
like short and sweet. That's how the yogis really talk in real life, not like a drawn out explanation, one sentence things, and it's very profound, makes you think like, oh, yeah, Yoda really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, straight into the point. Well, let's see. Paul, going back to mala beads. Did I put this up? He says, yes, my mala beads are doing great. Energized more. I also like holding them in prayer hands, like you showed me, showing them some love. Yeah, I thought that was cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're not actually counting them, I like to hold them in my hands too. Like if you say like three mantra japa, it's good to hold them in your hands. If you do 108, it's good to count them, because you're when you really focus your energy on the mala, you kind of lose track. So that's why each mala has like what's called a guru bead, which lets you know it's 108. So when you get to 108, you could really focus on the mantra. My guru used to say, saying mantra japa is like walking a tightrope across the Himalayan mountains. We're aware of the height. We're aware of the height and the height we're at, and the height
very
below,
centered.
but we're laser focused on the tightrope, and that's how we do mantra japa. So I always take that to heart. So I definitely get in like a trance or a hypnotism. I mean, you'll see we have a new thing called Mantra Monday, and we filmed it just before the satsang. So it's pretty profound, right? And you can see I get into that hypnotist trance-like state. So I need that. I'm feeling for that guru bead, because I have no clue what number I'm on, So if you see me looking at it, maybe I'm looking at it lightly, like, man, maybe, like almost home, So I basically show you in Mantra Monday how to count mantra japa, which if you're a member of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, you already know we have a very great, a better class. But so if you want, we'll make like a mantra playlist. And if you want me to give you mantra diksha every week, I'll give you a new mantra. This week we did Babaji, and in the video, you'll see Babaji sitting right next to me. If you don't have a mala bead or a raksha bead, Veronica shows you how to count on your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each finger is 4 parts. So she's actually doing that in the video, so you could see. So if you have a raksha bead or you don't, you could still find profound benefits from doing mantra japa. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll see it this Monday, at Vedagurudev. So with the avalanche of other videos we have, I think we have almost 400 or 500 videos now on there.
Yes, we're pretty close to 500 videos.
and we're almost home to over 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, join our Kriya Yoga family, support the movement. Just click the subscribe button. We're almost home. So get us over that 1,000 mark. Your support is definitely appreciated. And join our free Kriya Yoga school, freekriyayogamasterclass.com. We have over 530 like-minded yogis and yoginis from all around the world. They have a cool feature on SKOOL where it says up top next to the classroom, it says map, and you'll see where all the members are from. So around the world, we have a lot of Indian members because yoga is the Indian national treasure. So Indian approved. Vedagurudev, the Kriya Yoga
it's not easy to get Indian approved.
Oh, they don't approve anything outside of India, right? Like, I've had Indian people tell me that the guy who sells, I don't know, stuff at the corner store is more qualified yogi than I am, just because he was born in India. So to get India approval is very hard. So they only approve other Indians, right? So I appreciate the seal of approval from Indian people in our free Kriya Yoga school. And if you want to join 50 other members in our paid community, kriyayogamasterclass.com. Those are where the advanced techniques are. That's where you see the yagna, and I give you one-on-one coaching and walk this Kriya Yoga path with you. So Veronica, Mariana, Paul, Brendan, all the people you see on here are members of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass.
Yes.
So we have a very interactive, loving community in there, but no pressure. All the information's on the screen. Pick which resonates best with you, and let's plant the tree and start the journey today.
Yeah. You get a lot of Kriya Yoga goodies here. You won't get them anywhere else. So
a smorgasbord, a buffet of Kriya Yoga, right? Like hundreds of Kriyas, right? We're not going to gatekeep it. We're going to give you as much wholeheartedly as we can, right?
Yes.
And try to give you the tools and the stuff you need to integrate into your daily life.
All day, every day.
All day, every day, no pressure, right? You choose which is the best path for you.
Well, Brendan, he says nice 3 times. Nice, nice, and nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
And then we've got Sandy. She says, LOL, right. Although it may still be possible, Paul. I did see that UFO as a child. Yeah. The aliens will save us, right?
ET phone home, Come one, come all. I'm not going to jump out the window. Nor do I need anybody to child-proof aliens. Let's see. I'm looking for that boogosphere. He's maybe somewhere around. Maybe I got more guide trees. The more I call the boogosphere. So boogosphere, grays, whatever alien you are, however your form is, as long as you got divine inner energy, you're always welcome at my house for tea. My door is always open. My welcome mat is ready.
Oh, speaking of the boogosphere, I guess there's the Sri Yantra symbol is engraved on it. I thought that was interesting.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. I just saw a video of it.
Nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, send that video to me. Sri Yantra, I definitely love it. Here, I have a 3D Sri Yantra here. I didn't have the there you go. There's the Sri Yantra 3D form pyramid, so yeah, cool. I love the Sri Yantra too, obviously the deity, the Devi I resonate with the most is Lakshmi, and her yantra is the Sri Yantra. So I love the Sri Yantra. So
yeah, me too.
Yes, Post that video in the school. I definitely want
Okay,
to see
I need
that.
to go find
you know?
it.
Because when you posted the Gayatri video that the
Yeah.
booby spear was going crazy, I was like, yes, you know, brought like a tear to my eye. I was like, this booby spear is real. Like, it loves Gayatri.
Yeah.
I love Gayatri. Outstanding. Booby spear is the truth, you know? Now that you tell me the booby spear has the Sri
Yeah.
Yantra engraved on it, booby spear is the super truth, right? It's probably a spear directly from God.
Yeah,
No
the
other
first
way.
time I saw the Sri Yantra symbol, it's just like I just got drawn into it, and I was like, I
Yeah.
painted it. But I love all of the yantras. I want to paint them all. I love the sacred geometry. There's some.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, it really resonates with me.
So how do you work with them? Do you just like meditate on them and just stare at them? What's the best way that you know how
Yeah,
to
so
activate them?
I met it. They have a circle in the middle of it. It's called a bindu, right? So I
Yeah.
focus on that point, and it kind of activates it and lights it up, you know? And I see all these yantras as a geometric projection of God, right? So I see the yantra, the Sri Yantra, as Lakshmi. So I pray to the yantra the same way I pray to the physical form. So it's just a geometric form, a representation, a symbolization of Lakshmi. So all the yantras, I see the God inside the geometric pattern, right? So it's like instead of a statue, it's a symbolization in a geometric form of the God. So I see the God in all yantras. So yeah, that's probably the best way I would put it, the way I pray to each yantra. But I mostly focus in the very center, in the middle. It's called a bindu point.
Yeah.
And then I get into a trance or a hypnotism, and it kind of lights it up or it projects it up, you know? So yeah, that's the way I would say. So sometimes I resonate in the 2D form. Sometimes I resonate in the 3D form, but I love them all equally. They're all a representation of Lakshmi. Yeah. So they all carry divine energy. So I always like the fact that the Sri Yantra in the 3D form is a pyramid, like the Great Pyramid of Giza, right? So obviously they had higher technology, advanced knowledge, you know? Anybody who makes a pyramid is beyond our comprehension. We still can't explain it to this day, right? What they did thousands of years ago. So
yeah, and they say
wherever
that,
they got this information is beyond my comprehension, above my pay grade.
Yeah, I keep hearing that Shiva's mountain, what is it, Mountain Kailash is actually the Sri Yantra. That's what it is underneath everything. That's what it supposedly looks like. But I have no proof of this.
It would not surprise me one bit. I've been to Kailash. It is a nuclear reactor of divine energy.
Yeah.
How? I have no clue, but it is definitely vibrating on a divine frequency that no one can explain, let's say. And if in the middle of Mount Kailash they had a Sri Yantra, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
It would make total sense. Like, it is this it is a nuclear power plant of God energy. Let's say it like that. Like, it is no mistaking it. Like the lake up there, everything about it just is vibrating it. You're like hypnotized and in a trance by it. Like I there's no explanation for it. It
would
is
make
definitely
sense.
holding Shiva's energy beyond my comprehension. I'm just blown away just thinking about it. It's like 24-hour divine vibration that is 100 times more powerful than a nuclear power plant. How? I have no clue.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not going to listen to no person in a white coat of how it works. It's beyond everybody's comprehension, even people who wear white coats. Like, I'd say all the glory to Shiva. Is the greatest of it is a great symbolism. And when my guru said during the C word you couldn't go there, so you only can look at it as a distance because it's on so-called China land. India and China has that dispute, right? So it's a sad day that they won't let pilgrimage yatra Hindis go to their sacred place, So
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to go there before they closed the door,
Yeah,
But
definitely.
what a powerful place. Like, if you want to go to a real divine, powerful place, Kailash is the top of the food chain. I mean, Lord Shiva, the highest of them all, pure consciousness, Adi Yogi, all of the above. I mean, if you could pick one place in India where you would feel the highest energy, I would probably say Kailash is that place.
Yeah.
I've been to all different kind of places, but this is on another level. Like, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about it. Like, it's that beyond my comprehension, unexplainable energy type of place. So if you have to leave your house and you have to see the places in India,
that's where I'm going.
I would probably go to Kailash. It's a little bit of trek, it's a little bit of hike going up and down, but it's well worth it. If you're able to leave the comforts of a home behind and go to some place that will change your life forever, I would go to Kailash, and yeah, definitely. And it's for everybody. You don't have to be a devotee of Shiva. I mean, it would help, but
yeah.
you there's no way you wouldn't feel the energy, in my opinion. Maybe there's some people who haven't, but I don't see how you couldn't. It's like standing next to a nuclear reactor, like, there's no way you can't feel it. You just feel it in every cell of your body. So yeah, I would say if you want to go to the most spiritual place, in my opinion, more than the pyramids, which I've been to, of Giza, more than Satupan Lake, which I love too. That would probably be my second. More than Katagarma, Sri Lanka. I mean, there's millions of places, especially in India. You can't drive 10 feet down the street and not see a temple. But I would say this is probably the most profound place I've ever been. I would definitely say.
Yeah.
So it's a national travesty that Indian people have to look at it from the Indian border, So hopefully that can be worked out. And
yeah,
Chinese people gives Kailash back to India. I doubt it, but
you should share it. Like,
well, at least make it like a national park or something. Like,
yeah.
This is international. This is universal soil, right? No one can claim it, right? Like the ocean or something, So hopefully, but yeah, I would definitely say Kailash is beyond my comprehension. There's no explanation. Like, you can't explain it. It's one of those places that is beyond divine. Let's say it like that,
Well, when the path is cleared, let's go.
Yeah, I would love to go back to Kailash. And, my guru wrote a book, Kailash in Quest of Self. He's been there over 20 times. So obviously he agrees. He co-signs that. He could have wrote Satupan Lake or any of the other millions of places he walked all around India too, but he called his book Kailash. So I guess that's saying something. It's that he felt the same way. Kailash is the highest of them all. So hopefully we can take a pilgrimage, a yatra to Kailash and all these other places. That would be a dream come true. Let's say it like that. Going back home, crossing it off my bucket list once again. I've seen enough in this Maya delusional world. Can I go home and feel the energy once again?
Well, we got the Yagna fire this Saturday. Put your request in. Like, dreams come true.
Put that request in. If you don't see me on the live stream for a month, you know what it is, right?
Yes.
Or forever, right? Closing down the shop. Dreams came true.
Well, I've been having such a good time talking to you. I've neglected the comments. So.
Oh yeah, let's get back to the comments. We just go on a rant.
Sorry, guys.
It's a 20-minute conversation, right?
Yeah.
You got me.
Have more. Are you
dreaming
excited?
of Kailash. I'm in my dream world in Kailash, so I get lost.
Lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce.
Well, Brendan says thank you, guys. And
thank you, Brendan.
Sandy says thank you and a heart with diamond.
Thank you. Diamond emojis all day.
Yes. And Brendan says, I love you guys. I love you too.
Love you too, Brendan. Love all of our Kriya Yoga family and everybody out there on YouTube, and love unlimitedly, wholeheartedly. Everybody, everywhere, no matter what your flag is, no matter what your skin tone is, no matter what your religion is, no matter what your language is, whatever. Love wholeheartedly. Love for all beings, no matter where you're at.
Paul wants to know, which is the Babaji surrender mantra? Is that just the standard one?
No, so the standard one I say is the Mula mantra. So Babaji surrender mantra, I think it's in our 39th class. I gave mantra diksha for that during Babaji's Utsav, during Babaji's birthday. If I'm not mistaken, that was when I said it. So, go in our classroom and go back to the 39th class, and it should be there. Babaji surrender mantra. That's when I gave mantra diksha for it. And it has the PDF notes and how to pronounce it and everything. So, yeah, that's a good one. That's my probably favorite go-to that I always go to. I mean, I go to them all, but if I have time for one, Babaji surrender is my go-to, you know?
Oh, let me see. What is Paul saying? As with many movies, E.T. was based on real events. I heard the story a whistleblower told about how he helped an E.T. escape military capture and return home. They just people with families just like us. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If I meet it, E.T., if you're out there and you're hiding and you need help and you want to get away from the government, come take sanctuary. You have a safe house at my house, right? I'll hide you in my closets. I'll go buy some Reese's Pieces. You know, I'll try to make sure you have safe passage back home. And this is a good question too, because when I was a DJ and I traveled around the world, I realized I've been to Dubai like 1 million times. Everybody around the world is not bad people. They're just trying to feed their family and be happy. You know, there's bad apples and everywhere, you know, but they are the 1%. The most people are just trying to live a happy life. So no matter what their God is, no matter what their religion is, no matter what their skin tone is, no matter what their flag is, they're all basically trying to live a happy life and feed their family, no matter what country they come from. There's a couple bad actors, but there's a couple bad actors in America too. So a couple bad crabs shouldn't define the whole bucket, right? You know, so they like to put the spotlight on the bad actors, but majority of the people worldwide are trying to just feed their family. Same with ET. You're right. My intuition is that alien to ET, they're just trying to be happy and feed their family and, you know, live a blissful life, you know? So if you need sanctuary or a safe house, I'm going to put it all on the line and risk everything to make sure ET gets home safely.
ET, you can't
safe
go
passage,
home.
my friend. Safe passage, my friend. You know? And my friend used to say this is funny because this question comes from Paul. He says, My name is Paul, and I don't know none of y'all, right? What happened to E.T.? Where's E.T.? What? E.T.? Where? I don't know. I never seen E.T. What happened? Nothing. You know? Salute to you, my friend. Safe passage, right? We have drone footage that ET was here. I don't what ET where? No ET around here.
No.
So if you need a safe house, I'm your guy, Vedagurudev, right? I understand, you know. I'm not gonna try to dissect you. I'm gonna enjoy your energy and do my best to make sure you have safe passage home, right? You know, none of that here, right? I've learned from when I was younger that if ET wants to go home, let him go home, right? Don't and keep him out of harm's way, right?
Yeah. Well, if more ETs might show up if they felt like we were all safe, but most people would get scared and wanted to.
They're safe over here, no fear over here. So,
no fear here.
You know, if you need a safe house or a sanctuary, ET, come home. You know.
Yeah. You're not going to freak out.
You need a pit stop. My bed is your bed. You want to sleep in my bed? Go ahead. You know, I'll sleep on the floor. You know, whatever you want, right? You like Reese's Pieces? I'm going to go drive around and look for as many Reese's Pieces as I can find, right? Yeah. Enjoy yourself, you know? Like, I don't want to be defined by these people dissecting ET for nefarious reasons, right? Yes. No dissection, no, only love, unconditional love for ET over here, you know?
Yeah, those other humans are crazy, not me.
I got nothing to do with them. You know?
Don't judge us on the other ones.
Just because my skin tone is same as them, I'm not part of their tribe. I got nothing to do with them, you know? Like, you know, unconditional love to all universal beings throughout the galaxies, the universe, omniverse, the metaverse, whatever it is, whatever dimension you're from. Unconditional love projected to all of you. So well, so if you're ET, you're just trying to feed your family and live a happy life, I understand. You got a home here. My casa is your casa, right? My casa is su casa, right?
Yes. My home is your home.
My home is your home.
Well, Sandy says, speaking of vibrating, this just happened. My sister walked into my home and said it feels like the floor is vibrating. My partner and I work with spirit daily, meditate, etc. Connected? Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I would definitely say the higher you raise your frequency, the more you become aligned and the more you become connected. And your house becomes like your ashram, becomes like your temple, and it becomes like a pyramid, like the Sri Yantra, just radiating that higher frequency, that higher awareness. So I definitely would say that wouldn't surprise me at all. And to people who aren't, when you're on a higher frequency, you take it for granted. But when somebody who's not on your frequency comes, they'll really feel it, right? Like, whoa, like all the yantras I've done in my house. One of my friends who is a Brahma Acharya, when he came to my house, he was like, the energy here is so outstanding that it's almost like I feel like Lord Shiva put like a protection shield over your house, right?
Oh, so wow.
There would be no way that any nefarious being or any lower frequency being would come. It would feel like trash to them. They would be scared of it, right? So it's like when you radiate higher frequency, your house almost becomes like an energy power plant. Like, and when people come from the outside, they're like, wait a minute, you know, like yesterday, I looked outside my room and there was two cats, an orange cat and a white pure cat, staring at my Babaji picture. Like I take it in my room after I finished it. just
Oh, wow.
staring at it. Like they were hypnotized by it. Like they couldn't stop looking at Babaji. And I was like, man, that's crazy, you know? And, you know, like when I saw them, I started chanting Om, and then their ears went back and they just got into like a hypnotized state, right? And I think they got scared. They were like, whoa, there's too much power here. I don't know why I'm attracted to this place, but I always want to come back. It feels like home. So I hear like, you know, my neighbor, it's their cats. So I hear that the neighbor calling their cats, and they're always hiding or sitting in front of my yagna. So yeah, crazy. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Like the more you meditate, the more you bring your vibration up, the more your house, your ashram becomes your power plant, right? It's just 24 hours a day vibration and 24 hours a day protection from outside circumstances. So yeah, I would definitely say that is 100% true. I mean, when you're in it, you kind of take it for granted. But when somebody comes from the outside, they really feel it. Like, woo, you know.
Woo.
I was telling Veronica a story. Like, I live in a gated community in Thailand, and one day I was coming back from eating with my daughter, and there was a Thai lady who had a dish, and she had like coconut and like fruits and everything standing in front of my house. And I was like, who's this? And even my daughter's like, why is that lady standing in front of our house? And so I parked my car, and she said, sir, sorry to bother you. Your statues of Lakshmi, Shiva, and Ganesh are so beautiful. I brought an offering, a prasad for them, right? And I was like, oh, great, outstanding. That's outstanding. So me and her did the prasad process, the puja process, and she just started crying unconditionally. And it was like, this is the most, why? I was like, why are you crying? She was like, it's so beautiful. It's so blissful. These are not tears of sadness. These are tears of bliss. And so she left, and she never came back. And I think it was just so powerful. Like, I'm going to give this coconut to these deities, and they're going to give me my wish, and I'm going to have a better life or whatever. But then she got here and felt the energy, and it was like, oh, yeah. You know, it's like 2,000 watts to a 20-watt light bulb, right?
Yeah.
Your light bulb's going to pop. It's like, wait a minute. This is way
handle
more than I
this.
bargained for. I can't bargain for, you know, why am I crying, you know? And you know, and whenever I see that, I know exactly what it is, because it happened to me when I first got on Path to Kriya. Yeah, crying like a baby and everything. So, yeah, I think what Sandy said is absolutely true. When you make your house, your place, your abode, a divine pyramid, for somebody on the outside coming to visit you, it will blow their socks off, you know, depending how much you radiate that inner divinity. And I could say that's definitely true in my case. I've had many experiences.
Well, Sandy says, I can't help it. It feels like it's connected as we work with energy quite intentionally. We are all transmuting light and frequency beings. They might be why animals are always coming here. I was so excited to see a raven on the light post outside my home today. They're main spirit guides of mine. Oh, and oh yes, cats are also drawn here also. And when you were telling your story, Sandy was like, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. When you have pure divine energy, you'd be surprised of the confirmations that come, the things that happen. I mean, I can't even make these stories up. Like these cats, these birds, these butterflies. I mean, if you've seen other satsangs, we don't have a audience of butterflies today, but there was a monkey sitting on my Shiva statue. That was another crazy story. I can't explain any of this. Audience of squirrels, birds, any sentinel being you could think of. I don't know why they're attracted to the energy, but it's a good confirmation, or it's a good signpost for me that I'm going the right direction, right? Like, yeah. So it's almost like, how could I put this? Your house becomes a pyramid, and the pillar of light from the astral plane kind of hits your house, right? So it's like, I don't know, like a divine force field that comes over your house, and it's not a thing I aspired to happen. It's just a byproduct that happened kind of naturally, right? And it was like a good confirmation, like, whoa, look at that, look at that squirrel looking right at me, dead in my eyes. The squirrel likes the Gayatri mantra, or the cats are hypnotized by Babaji, and the monkey's giving me a telepathic message. Like, I can't explain any of this, and I definitely didn't evoke any of it. It just kind of happens. It's like a breadcrumb, or like a signpost that when you really do your sadhana, your practice, your meditation wholeheartedly, these things kind of happen as like little gifts on the path, So, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, Sandy says, yes, for sure. It's amazing. These animals are definitely drawn to us.
Yeah, I can't, I like I said, I can't explain it.
Yeah.
I have a squirrel that loves, I don't know how it knows the exact time I'm going to do mantra japa. Maybe it's watching for me, but as soon as I start, he's on that branch. As soon as I finish, he's gone. He has divine timing, that squirrel.
He knows.
He knows, right? He's waiting for it. I have an audience of squirrel. He's like, oh, hopefully today he's going to say the Gayatri mantra. Yeah, there it is. All right. I've been waiting.
Yeah, I think animals have like a psychic link to their humans because they just know when their humans coming home. Like you'll see, like, people have home videos in their home, but the human isn't quite there yet. They're around the corner,
Yeah.
but the animal can sense that they're coming.
They know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they have this divine timing or this inner clock that they know exactly, right? You would think,
Yeah.
if you regurgitate what other people say, like, these animals are stupid, they don't know anything, but they're really advanced and they're really highly evolved beings and on a higher frequency for sure.
Yeah, when I get home, I have lived in like a 3-story townhouse, but I come in, pull into the garage, I open up the door, there's a staircase leading up to the 2nd floor, but they're waiting on the staircase waiting for me. So I'm just like, how long have you been waiting there? But yeah. And when I don't know, like my animals, when they don't like somebody, I always think, why don't they like this person? Because they can feel
know, right?
people's energy. Yeah.
That energy. Right? Let me stretch out my feet 1 second.
Yeah.
How long have we been on here now?
2 hours and 41 minutes. So almost
Whoa.
3 hours. Stretching
So anybody who's watching this, put your comments in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
We'll be wrapping it up soon. So yeah, but you still got some time. Get in your questions right now.
Yes.
And if you haven't subscribed to at Vedagurudev YouTube channel, support the movement. Join our group. Join 530 like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis from around the world. 100% free. kriyayogamasterclass.com. Click on the join the group button. Answer the questions. And if you like the value and you feel uplifted by Kriya Yoga, master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga. kriyayogamasterclass.com. No pressure. But whichever resonates with you, that is the best path.
Yeah. Nothing to stop you. What is stopping you? Join today.
Nothing. No. Money shouldn't be a barrier to energy to being the best Kriya yogi or yogini you could be. So if you like words I'm saying and it resonates with you, then support the movement any way you can. First 2 are free. Subscribe, 100% free. free kriyayogamasterclass.com, free also, you know. If you like it, then you can take the next step. But it's 100% up to you.
So when we were talking about symbols and stuff, I've been thinking about the swastika symbol in Hinduism, it's in Buddhism and Jainism. It's a sacred symbol of good luck and prosperity and spirituality, a symbol of peace and prosperity in many cultures. And it was appropriated from the Nazis party. But I don't know, now the swastika is associated as a symbol of racism and supremacy or whatever. And I wonder if that symbol could ever be reclaimed as a positive symbol ever again.
Oh, it's positive to me. And
yeah,
the
to most
billions
people.
of Indians. Actually, I have it here. Let me get it.
Yeah.
It's in front of the internet. Yeah, so there it is. Right there.
Yeah, I think now that I know more about it, I think it's, you know, it's positive.
It is positive.
Yeah.
Like just because they hijacked that and saw the power and the yantra and used it for nefarious means doesn't mean I feel that way about it. I don't see anything Nazi about it at all. It's a Hindu symbol of wealth and prosperity and good luck. You know, I have it right in front of Lord Ganesha. It's his yantra. So I believe in it wholeheartedly. Just because other people hijack symbols doesn't have any meaning for me. Like on the Israel flag is like a yantra too. It's like
an inverted star. Yeah.
Right. The triangle up and the triangle down. Right. So it's basically saying as is above, as is below. That is like the yantra of it. But yeah, I've never, you know, people hijack words, they hijack symbols, and you shouldn't feel any other kind of way about it, right? If it resonates with you, who cares what they did, you know? They should be ashamed. They've used it for nefarious reasons. They took a divine symbol and they hijacked it, you know? They have the problem. You don't have the problem. Just because you resonate with the swastika doesn't mean you have any ill intentions. So they should be ashamed, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't feel any kind of way about it. I'm happy to show my swastika on on the YouTube live stream, right? I mean, if you go to any temple, they have it all over the place in India, right? Doesn't symbolize, you know, Nazism. I don't know. It doesn't have anything to do with Germany. So, like, you know, I feel shame for them taking a divine symbol and hijacking it and repurposing it for bad means. That's bad. That's really bad karma for me, right? You know, so I don't know, you know. So
I was thinking,
but it shows how hypnotized and conditioned people are, right? If you believe you're, I don't know what you would say, the slave master, then their narrative becomes your narrative. If you don't believe that, then you don't have any. It can't affect you, right? And if other people say like, "Well, why do you have that Nazi symbol?" Like, you ignorant fool, you have no clue what you're talking about, right? You know, I got this in India. I didn't get it in, you know, not a Nazi or anything. And I don't know, you know, people want their projections or their story to become your story. You know, that's not my story at all. I love the swastika, you know, why not? You know, Lord Ganesha is the greatest, you know, so if you don't agree, that's up to you, you know, but I don't want your story or your projection. That you know what that is? That's a symbol of Nazism or whatever. I was like,
you're a bad person.
Not to me, it's not. To you, maybe, because you're lost in the sauce. You're hypnotized by the narrative. You believe everything you say. You regurgitate everything you see on the news, right? Oh, you heard what happened to Donald Trump. So I don't believe anything you say, and I don't work for any of you people, so I want nothing to do with anything you say. keep your movie, your trash away from me.
Yes.
So
Well, go
ahead.
I was just thinking for my next painting, I'm going to do Lord Ganesh, and I was thinking I would put his symbol of the swastika in it. And I know it's going to disturb some people, but I want to bring it as a positive symbol, and I'm going to do it.
I mean,
like,
who cares who it disturbs? If it resonates with you, just do it. Yeah. My Ganesh statue, I'm looking at his hand. His hand is holding up, and the swastika is on his hand too. You know.
Thank you.
You can't really see it because it's behind Mataji, but yeah,
maybe that's
I'm looking
how I
at
incorporate it.
Yeah, his hand is up and the swastika is in his hand. So you know.
Thank you for telling me that. Whoa.
I like this Ganesh too because it's like the relaxing Ganesh. He's comfortable. He's relaxed. You know.
Yeah.
He's leaning back. You know. He's not so stiff. He's a joyful, elephant-headed god. You know.
Yeah.
Lord Ganesh. So
enjoy yourself, Lord Ganesh.
So yeah, like I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, like, people want their narrative become your narrative. I believe this, so this is the law and this is the rule. And I was like, no, I don't want none of your stuff over here. I don't want your trash to become my trash. I don't want your narrative to become my narrative. I don't want your God to become my God. Keep all that away from me, right? Well, you know what that is. I know what it is. It's a symbolization of good luck, you know?
Yeah.
If Lord Ganesha has it on his hand, then it's a true blessing for me. I don't want your ghost story, your cool story, bro, to become my cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro.
I don't want Felicia's story to become my story. Bye, Felicia. Get out of here with that. I saw on the news, and that's what it means. And the news would never lie to me. Of course they lie to you. Everything they ever said since day one of the news has been a lie. So, yeah, like, you know, you just get away from these type of people. Like, yeah, sure. You're going to tell me a story about the Himalayan mountains. I said in the last satsang, like, it always makes me laugh when they say, the Himalayan yogis are doing this, you know, and some guy named Bob Smith telling you, you're like, never seen them do that at all. Fake story. When were you in the Himalayan mountains? I never was, but I saw on Joe Rogan that they said this. Oh, get out of here, you know? Oh, boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Do you know that you are praising a Nazi symbol? Oh my God.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. You have no clue, you know. Get out of here with your regurgitated stories, you know. Whatever. I want no part of it. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, they're out here for sure.
Yes.
They're definitely gonna tell you, I read a book and this book said this, you know. So yeah, all right, good for you. You know, live your life that way. I want no part of it.
I get all my information from YouTube.
I get all my information from my soul directly, right? So anything that you say that goes against my soul or my inner wisdom or my inner divinity is total trash to me. Like, oh my God, what? I want no part of this, you know. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't listen to nobody, including Vedagurudev. Don't even listen to me. Listen to your soul. Your soul will never lead you wrong.
Yeah.
Let your soul be your guide. Let your soul be your North Star. Let it guide you and tell you the truth, you know? So always listen to your soul. Don't listen to any of these snake oil salesmen, all these charlatans on the internet. They have no clue what they're talking about, you know? So only listen to your soul. If it resonates with your soul, then it's real. If it doesn't, it's trash. Take it away, you know? You don't need it. It doesn't serve you, right? My soul doesn't like it. And you'll know because your soul would be like uncomfortable. It'll stink to your soul. It'd be like, oh, what? No, you know?
Yeah, you'll feel it. Trust no one.
So
Trust yourself.
anything that attacks your soul, get as far away from that as possible. It's fake. It's trash. It's a cool story, bro. You know, here comes Felicia with her stories again. Why, Felicia?
Oh, damn, Felicia.
Felicia, just go away. You're bothering me.
Well, Mariana, she says, sorry, I missed you. I'm sorry. Oh, first she said, my people. Then she said, sorry, I missed you. I'm sorry, you didn't miss us.
Yeah, we're still here. Oh, Mariana, we said we took your advice in this week's class. We consecrated our mala beads. So we did the mala beads for Paul. And if you come to our Saturday class, then we'll do your mala beads also. Or if you can't make it, you have to work on Saturday, just email me what mantra you want said to your mala beads, your raksha beads, and I'll say it for you. And you could watch it back later. So that is also a benefit by being a member of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. We're adding mantra Mondays, and we're adding consecrating mala beads for all of our members. So anybody who has any mala beads is a member of our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Come to our Saturday class, and I'll definitely consecrate your raksha beads.
And then Mariana says, unfortunately, thanks to the Nazis, it will not be positive for hundreds of years, probably. Yeah.
I mean, it's positive to me, you know, like, I mean, yeah, I know they repurposed it. I don't know. They hijacked the symbol, but I don't know. I get good vibrations and positivity when I look at my swastika, you know, yantra. So, I mean, to other people, because they're so conditioned, they're so lost in the sauce, they probably believe that, you know, but not me. I think it's positive right now. It brings a nice twinkle a smile to my face and gives me a tingly feeling inside. So I like it, you know?
Yeah.
And what other people think of it really doesn't matter. Between me and Lord Ganesha. ABC your way out of my connection to Lord Ganesha.
Yeah, it's a symbol of peace and prosperity.
Absolutely. Good luck, right? We could all use a lot more of that.
Well, Mariana says, especially for Russian people, my grandparents know it so well after years in concentration camps. Yeah, it's ingrained on them.
I'm sorry about this, and I'm sorry that the swastika is a sore spot. You know, it brings up bad memories and genocide and Holocaust. You know, I feel shame for the Nazis. That's their karma. Repurposing a beautiful symbol and using it to hurt people. I can't think of any worse karma in the world, right? So, well, that's their trash mountain, you know, like for them to climb. And maybe when they reach the astral plane, they'll have an audience of Lord Ganesha themselves, and they'll punch them right in the face.
Yeah.
For all the devious things he did with his personal yantra. Right. So hopefully Lord Ganesha punishes them that for doing these things. But yeah, I'm sorry that this symbol has had bad memories for people.
Yeah.
I wish good memories, love, peace, harmony for all people around the world. And anybody hurting people or repurposing divine symbols for nefarious means should be ashamed of themselves. And I feel ashamed for them too, you know? Bad people.
Bad people. Then Mariana goes on to say, I don't have mala beads yet. I gotta find an Indian store here to buy it.
Well, if you don't have mala beads, we show in our mantra Monday how to count on our fingers, which Veronica does too. Yeah. Veronica doesn't have mala beads either. So maybe if you find a good place, you can tell Mariana where to buy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't have mala beads, just send in what mantra you want said, and I'll say it to you. And if you have to work, you can watch it back later, or if you're live in our Saturday class, I'll say it to you live. So just tell me which mantra you resonate with the most, and I would definitely consecrate it for you in this week's class.
And Sandy says, I thought the Indian swastika is a bit different. Thought it has dots.
Yeah, it's different too. It does have dots too. Like this is like a metal thing, so it can't have. It usually has dots here. So on Ganesha's hand, you can't see it. It has dots. It has like jewels in between in here, right on his hand. So yeah, it is a little different, but you know, I don't know. Like I said, they anybody hijacking or repurposing divine symbols for nefarious means should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'll say. So it is different, but some people have gone through genocide and it's ingrained in their brain, and it's like watching a horror movie, you know, or brings up bad memories. So I'm sorry about that. I apologize for all Nazis worldwide. Bad Nazi stealing Ganesha's symbol, you know? Be ashamed of yourself for that. No hurting people, loving people, living in peace and harmony. Anybody who's doing anything under the banner of hurting people should be ashamed of themselves. No hurting children, no hurting any sentinel being, much as possible. So
Mariana says, don't worry, Vedagurudev. I know what you mean about the positive meaning of the swastika. I know you don't mean harm to anyone, and you don't want to be mean or offensive. I totally understand. So, yeah.
Yeah, in India, they don't call it the swastika; they call it the swastik. So, yeah, it's a little different, but if it brings up bad memories to anybody, I apologize for all nefarious beings worldwide. They should be ashamed of themselves, you know? So, but yeah, live in peace and harmony and love unconditionally, and no hurting people, no violence, no stealing, no cheating, none of that stuff. We don't need it. Too much out here already.
Well, we don't have any more comments on YouTube, so I will go with my questions.
Okay, great.
Yeah. What, in your opinion, is what is the highest spiritual sadhana, in your opinion, that you've done?
The highest technique or kriya or sadhana?
Yeah, sadhana. What's the high, in your opinion, the highest spiritual sadhana you could do?
I would say reaching the highest levels of samadhi is probably the highest sadhana you could go, but it's not like a conscious thing. It's like something that happens. You just kind of go through the process and align yourself, and you don't really have any expectations. Like, I've never gone in samadhi like, this is going to be the highest practice, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to reach the mountaintop by it. I'm not even thinking about it. And actually, samadhi is almost like water through your hands. Like, when you come out, you're like, what happened? What day is it? You know, like, you're totally disorientated, so you can't even really remember anything. I used to keep like a samadhi journal, and I used to try to write like a long thing out. This is what happened in my samadhi state.
Yeah.
But then I realized I only got like 2 or 3 words, right? So I would just write like divine light, white room, you know, something like that. And I would go back and fill in the blanks later, right? Just like little bulletin points to help me remember, like, okay, what was the most important thing? or it was like, and you know, when you go into samadhi, there's no real details to even talk about. It's like totally empty or totally blank. Like this is like a white room, and it's almost, if you would ask me, I would say there's nothing to attach to, so you can only be alone with yourself in a state of being, and that is how you reach the higher states of samadhi. So there's nothing even really to write about. Like you can't even write about it. So I would say the highest state you can attain in Kriya Yoga is probably a higher samadhi state. And probably the highest state you can attain is Maha Samadhi, which is where most yogis make a commitment to leave their body, right? Like Yogananda and these people, they choose to, you know, this samadhi state feels so good, I'm not coming back, right? I shed my physical body. So that would probably be even a higher golden glowing state, you know, that many rare yogis have attained, but they have attained it. So probably the most celebrated thing in like the Sita tradition or the yogic tradition is the samadhi state. And when you go to these different ashrams of different sitas, they have a samadhi shrine, which is basically symbolizing them attaining the highest state, the ultimate goal of yoga. So I would probably say samadhi state is probably the highest obtainable state. I mean, there are a lot of other states that are great too. Self-realization, Kundalini awakening. I mean, all these are great, but if you ask most yogis, in my opinion, they would probably say Maha Samadhi or Samadhi state. Maha Samadhi, not coming back to your body. Samadhi, coming back to your body, you know?
Okay.
So if you want to come back to the 3D physical world, which most people, that's why they call it the Great Samadhi, because it's like the great journey, the great leaving, right?
Goodbye,
I'm not coming
world.
back. Goodbye, cruel world. I've seen enough. I've had enough. Goodbye, right? I'm going home. So that's why I would say like the Maha Samadhi is probably the highest state. Now, if you want to come back, you kind of preserve your body by slowing down your breathing, slowing down your heart rate. So there is a body to come back to. Because I'm sure, I can't verify this, but maybe there were some yogis who wanted to come back and their body was totally gone, right? You know,
too far.
You've seen, they have in India these petrified yogis, right? Which they've gone too far and their body is this petrified. It's a statue. They can't come back to it. So that's what I think happened in their case. Or maybe they didn't want to come back. I don't know, you know? It just depends, you know? Like, or maybe they have partial consciousness in there. Because these do feel kind of semi-alive, let's say it like that, right? There's something in there, but to what degree you can't tell. So maybe they broke off a piece, like a 10% piece, and the rest 90% is in samadhi. I have no clue, you know, but something's going on, you know. So if you want to come back to your physical meat suit, don't go so far, you know. Come back, you know. I almost made that mistake myself. I went out 5 days and I was on the brink. I was walking the thin line of petrified and non-petrified. And luckily my guru smacked me upside my head and
what are you doing?
Yeah. You know, you're going to have to make a decision. You're either going to go into Maha Samadhi or you're going to come back to the physical world. So I was already back, so I decided to stay in the physical world. And here I am today.
Here you be.
But here I be, you know, not really to my choosing, you know. He kind of helped. My guru helped me out, you know, because I was lost in the sauce. I was on that. My physical body wasn't going to be ready for me to come back. You know, I was teetering on that line, you know, I was walking the thin ice, you know, so yeah, none of this would have been possible unless he woke me up. Right.
Yeah.
But I was, I was definitely discombobulated. Like, what? What about the rules? You don't wake up somebody in samadhi. You big fool! You were in there for 5 days. You know, I tried not to wake you up. You were decaying. You were about to be gone. You know, what? 5 days? What are you talking about? It's 15 minutes. No, you
Nope.
fool! 5 days. What are you talking about? What the hell's going on? You know? So you have that like decompression
Yeah.
stage of like, none of this makes sense. What are you talking about? What are you going on about? You have no clue what you're talking about. You know, I'm like almost arguing with my guru, like, you don't even know what you're delusional. You're mad. You know, that's what he would say. You're mad. You fool, you're mad.
Fool.
So I don't, yeah, but it seems like 5-10 minutes, but it's really 5 days. So there's no time, there's no elements, there's no space. It's just, the best way I could describe it is like a total white room where there's nothing to attach to it. And I don't even know if you could attach to your body. Like, you can't even make sense of, my fingers look like this or my hair looks like this. It's like you're almost like a divine light too. So there's nothing to attach to. So I don't know, you know, it's hard to explain. I like when my guru said, people who talk about samadhi don't know samadhi. People who don't talk about samadhi know samadhi, right? So I guess I don't have the answers. I'm talking about it right now.
It's hard to explain it.
It's beyond words, you know. It's beyond comprehension, you know. But yeah, you have to experience it to know, right? So even these words are too crude to describe the higher state of samadhi, you know. I almost feel gross by putting words to such a beautiful, blissful, divine state, you know. So that's probably the best way I could put it, you know.
Mariana asks, how did you learn samadhi and how long did it take you to learn that? Good question.
Yeah, so I mean, it's an ongoing process. I'd probably say I'm still learning, but in our school we have techniques like, I don't know, have I ever, there some of the meditations in our school are good to prep your body for the higher state of samadhi. Like, let's say like Jyoti meditation, going to your happy place, the pyramid of light, they're kind of giving you a blueprint to go into samadhi, right? So basically you to make a long story short, you slow your breath so thin that it looks like you're not even breathing. That's why they call it the breathless state of samadhi. You're still breathing, but it's so feather light that no one can detect it, right? You would think I'm not breathing. I'm holding my breath. My guru used to put his finger under my nose. He wanted to feel nothing, right? So you thin your breath that thin. You slow your heart rate so thin, like you're preserving your body to go without food, go without anything for a extended amount of time. Then you would, to kind of bring yourself in a state of samadhi, you would say like Om, or you would say like Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And that would kind of, because what happens when you go into samadhi, this happened to me in the beginning, I stopped breathing. And I would always catch myself like, I go, you know? So when you kind of get out of samadhi state, you kind of use the mantra to chain you back in or pull you back in to the samadhi state. So it's a process. Maybe this week's class we're going to review what we learned last week, but maybe next week I'll try to document the process of how to get into the higher state of samadhi. You know, just I would suggest you set like an alarm or tell your child to call you or something to get you out of that state. It could be a hypnotic state where you don't want to come out of, right? It's so blissful, right? So I had this problem too. Many a day I would late to work and you forget everything. Like nothing has no meaning. So you don't want to leave your child at school, you know, and you're
Yeah.
using samadhi for 2 days, you know. So you kind of got to gauge your samadhi. Or I would start off slow, like, all right, let's try 10 minutes, you know, and then let's try 20 minutes, you know. So I would gauge it, you know, like, because daily life calls, and you don't want to neglect your daily life because you're in a hypnotic state of samadhi. So when I went really deep into samadhi, I didn't have nothing to do, you know. I just sat there like a statue for 5 days, you know. And obviously my legs were totally gone. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't walk for like 2 days, you know. I had to like drag my my legs were like spaghetti, like they were totally useless, right? Like I couldn't stand at all. Like they were just gone. So yeah, yeah. So I would just start off slow and then work your way up. So if our members want to learn how to go into a state of samadhi, I'll show you. But yeah, go slowly and gently and gradually, and set an alarm or something just in case you go too far. Because I have gone too far, you know, many a time.
Well, Mariana
So
says, yes, please. Yeah, please, Vedagurudev. I have a hard time going deep into meditation. I am barely there. If I go deep, I just fall asleep and then I don't even remember the meditation at all or what was said.
I mean, falling asleep isn't bad. Like most people think it's bad, but you're so comfortable, you're so relaxed, you just go to sleep. Like when I've been to many initiations and many yoga trainings, shavasana, the corpse pose, they're always falling asleep, and they just let them sleep because that is kind of almost the point. You reach such a state of relaxation, a state of comfort that you go to sleep. So I wouldn't beat yourself up about going to sleep. That's probably a good thing. I try to use yoga nidra and use shavasana, the corpse pose, to go to sleep every night. You know, I want to get so comfortable and relaxed that I transition blissfully into the sleeping state. So yeah, I would definitely say another good thing to do if you have like a restless mind is to always practice what's called sudhi, which is cleansing and purifying. So you're cleansing and purifying your mind. So if a thought comes into your restless mind, like, tomorrow I got to go to Walmart, I got to go buy some stuff, you just go detach, let go, detach, let go. Whatever comes in your mind, let it pass, like clouds in the sky. Detach, let go, detach, let go. And when you're totally clear, that's when you go into meditation. Like you don't have nothing that follows you into meditation, right? You don't, your monkey mind, you've already cleared your mental clutter, you're already cleared, so nothing comes into your mind. So it'd be real hard to get into samadhi if you have things that follow you in. So you do a process of what's called sudhi, and when you have nothing to follow you into your mind, then you go into meditation. So yeah, that's a good idea. I'll probably go over sudhi again and tell how to do sudhi. So you clear out, you take all the trash out to the curb, and you have no trash in your house. Your house is totally clean. Then you could go into the higher states of meditation, you know, the samadhi state.
So what, I don't know, you just made me think of a question. What are some major spiritual awakening symptoms? What would be a symptom if you had a spiritual awakening?
You're just in a 24-hour blissful state. You're not attached to anything. You totally don't care what anybody thinks or what anybody does. It has no meaning on anything you do. So you look like your head is in the clouds 24 hours a day, but you're really in a heightened, blissed out yogi or yogini state where you're not affected by anything. You're not attached to anything. You don't really care about anything. You just,
Yeah.
are in such a heightened blissful state that you wake up with a smile on your face and you enjoy everything wholeheartedly, and you don't care about other people's projections on you. You don't care what happens in the world. You don't care about nothing. You're just a 24-hour day blissed out yogi where nothing can affect you. So you enjoy everything to the fullest. So that would probably be my best definition of what it's like to be in a totally blissed out state. I kind of feel sometimes too when I get in this state, like I feel like somebody's pinching my body. It's almost like my cells in my body are popping, and I just feel like blissed out, tingling, like whoo, yeah, whoa, everything is so outstanding. So you just really feel that heightened, tingling, spidey sense feeling about anything, right? There's nothing that even happened to you. You just feel great every day, right? Like you don't know why, right? You just are in that heightened, blissed out yogic state where you can't be affected by anything. Like I said earlier, you're an unshakable mountain. I don't care how bright the sun is, unshakable. I don't care how strong the wind is, unshakable. I don't care how much it snows, unshakable. I don't care how much it rains, unshakable. So no matter what happens, you just become a 24-hour a day unshakable mountain, and you don't care about anything outside yourself. You are the king of your inner castle. You know, you don't attach to anything you can't control. So you basically see the highest truth, and you align yourself with your inner divinity, and you realize yourself, and you realize your inner God. So like you become like a nuclear power plant radiating God frequency or divine God glow. So yeah, this is kind of what I would say. But it's an ongoing process. If you don't reach this state, it doesn't mean that you're not. It's just a subtle process that happens over time from you doing your kriyas and your yoga practice. But I wish for everybody to attain this higher state of bliss and enlightenment and samadhi and self-realization, God realization, Satchinanda, absolute being, absolute bliss, absolute consciousness. Satchinanda, right? The ultimate goal of Kriya Yoga. So like an overall absolute being, right? An overall oneness, which is truly blissful when I think about it right now, you know?
Yeah, I'm finding like the less I need, the freer I am. Like the less
True.
things I just need, I don't need these outside things. I feel more free. Like,
Yeah, that's why one of the highest paths is a Gauri path or the sannyasi path. They're renunciates. They don't care about nothing. You know, they don't have no attachments. They don't have no materialism. They're mala beads and the clothes on their back, you know? So that's all they have. And that's all they need. It's a spiritually liberating thing to have that state of mind. So I agree with you. You obtain moksha very faster when you have no attachments, right? So you have no suffering, you have no attachments, you have no fear of loss, you don't care about nothing. You're just a free bird, totally liberated, you know? I mean, it has its own challenges. You don't know where your next meal is going to come from, but
yeah,
you're very liberated, you know?
you're
You don't
free.
know where
Yeah.
you're going to take shelter, but, you know, you're free. Yeah. You're free to make your own choices or go where you want. You don't have no obligations or nothing to hold you back. You do whatever you want. You go wherever you want. But that path has its challenges too, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if this this is a symptom or if this is something you've ever experienced. I was doing the bija sounds this morning, and I just did one of each one. I just did it loud. So it like echoed through my body, and like I felt like my body getting hot. Like I put my hand on my heart, and it like about burned my hand. I felt like each chakra was really hot. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. But that's a good sign that you're cultivating your inner energy and you're enhancing your inner energy, and it's responding to the bija mantras, and it's lighting your stoplight up, right? You know, it's every floor on the elevator is lighting up, so it's
okay.
It's rising the energy, you know, it's heating it up. And if that energy collects in your heart chakra, I like my guru used to say it's like the pond of bliss or Amrita, or you know, like the divine nectar, right? So you're boiling your your inner water, right? You know, you're heating it up. It's reacting to, you know, the heart chakra. So yeah, that is a beautiful thing, you know. Like, I mean, if it gets uncomfortable or it feels too overwhelming, I would stop. But I look for these confirmations as beautiful gifts on the spiritual path, you know. So when I do feel this, or I do feel like super heat, then I'm like, yeah, I'm on the right track. But you know, living in a hot climate, a tropical climate like Thailand, it's not beneficial to superheat your body. Your body's already hot, you know. So like, yeah, like, you know, these techniques like Kalapabati and Bhastrika Pranayama, they really heat your body. But everywhere in India is super hot besides the Himalayan mountains. So there wouldn't be too much need for Bhastrika unless you're in the Himalayan mountains. So yeah, but it's good to know that, like, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right path, because my chakras, they are activating. They're heating up. You know, like I look at it. Some people like to look at the chakras as like a spinning wheel, right? A spinning colored wheel. So if it's really getting hot, that means it's super spinning, right? It's reacting, super reaction to whatever you're doing. So that's a good thing, because you're generating friction and heat, you know, like the wheel is going, yeah, right? So it's super activating. So that's a good thing. But if it starts to feel uncomfortable, or you start to feel lightheaded, I would just discontinue it. But it's good to get a glimpse of what the possibilities are, even if you say the bija mantra one time, right?
Yeah.
So if you feel super heat one time, I wouldn't go 16 times unless you wanted to, you know? So I'll let you use your own discernment or your own discrimination. But it's a good glimpse of what the possibilities are if you do your inner work. So that's what I would definitely say.
Okay.
Yeah, let me stretch my feet.
Yes.
How long have we been on here now?
3 hours and 26 minutes. I don't know. I think we'll start wrapping it up, because I'm hitting a wall. I'm like, I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
Okay, yeah. We need to get that rest, right?
Yeah.
I've been burning the candle on both ends myself, right? Like
I don't know, but these go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying I'm feeling delirious. It's like this, it's kind of like I'm on a high right now. It's kind of hard to stop, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's been a long day for you too.
Yeah, I've been burning the candle on both ends. A lot of Babaji quotes, edits, a lot of Satsang, soul talk edits, a lot of stuff. So when it gets like midnight my time, I'm almost totally exhausted.
So much to do, not enough time.
There's not enough time in the day for all this Kriya yoga wisdom and knowledge and videos and over and over and over.
Babaji, clear the path.
Babaji, clear the path. Give me 10 more minutes of energy so I don't fall in my sleep in my chair like normally.
Mariana has a question for you. She says, "Are the Agoris like wanderers?" Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much all the sannyasis are wanderers, or all the sadhus are wanderers. So you'll see them wandering around, just walking around. So agoris are wanderers, sannyasis are wanderers, sadhus are wanderers, yogis are wanderers. So, I mean, pretty much everybody on the spiritual path in India are wanderers. I mean, in my case, we would just walk around. We had no plan. We didn't know where we're going. We're just walking around. So it's a spiritual birthright being a yogi to wander around. What they call it in Australia, like walkabout. Yeah. So we walk about all around India, you know. We don't know where we're going. We're walking around, you know. So we're all wanderers. So like I said before, where I felt like we were like what do they call it? What's the guy with the flute? The Peter Piper,
I think Piper. Pied Piper, yeah.
Yeah, so the Pied Piper, we just walk around and we collect agoris, we collect lamas, we collect sadhus, we collect swamis, we collect Buddhists, we collect monks, we collect everybody. So we're just wandering around. I don't even know where we're going. We're just walking around, and so basically everybody in the spiritual tradition in India is just kind of wandering around. Even like the Kumbh Mela is a big wandering, walking around, looking at different yogis. They look at you walking around. So it's a good spiritual practice to just walk around, you know, in India. We did that many a time. My guru wrote a book, Kailash in Quest of Self. Yeah. He basically walked around India for years. That's what he did. He was a wanderer for years. Go and meet different spiritual traditions and walk around wandering. So I guess that is a highly evolved path.
Yeah. Walking's a meditation.
Yeah, definitely. Walking meditation. Inhale, foot up, exhale, foot down, right?
Yeah.
You know,
one foot in front of the other.
Everything becomes a meditation. So definitely all of our walking meditations were very profound. And when I stay with my guru at the ashram, every morning, sun comes up, we walk up the Himalayan mountains, we walk down the Himalayan mountains, we walk around the Himalayan mountains, walking all over, chanting songs, wandering around. So no place to be, just enjoying the divine grace of God inside us as us.
Yeah, being in the moment.
Yeah, definitely walking, wandering around, that is a highly evolved path. I'm trying to think when we were sleeping, we're not walking. Every other time we're walking around, you know. We're going up the mountain, we're going down the mountain, we're going to the right side of the mountain, we're going to the left side of the mountain. We're wandering around as much as possible. So yeah, every spiritual tradition has a practice of wandering around. So, and I could say we definitely wandered around a lot, right? Everything was pretty much wandering around. Now that I think about it.
I don't know, this is a weird question, but I've been looking at the Buddha statue and the hair's all like knotted like a black person. And they say that Buddha's Indian, but I'm wondering if maybe Buddha was a black person.
I mean, could be like, these agoris, they don't wash their hair, or they have like dreadlocks.
Yeah,
so it would kind of look like they were a black person, their hair is kind of knotted up. So that wouldn't surprise me about Buddha, Also, what's weird in Thailand, the Buddhists shave off all their hair. So they don't have no hair. They shave their eyebrows too. So they don't, it's like a rite of passage when you, it's encouraged for Thai children when they turn 20, I think, or 18. They stay in the Buddhist temple for a month. So, and that's when they shave off all their hair and their eyebrows. So
yeah,
I don't know. It
Yeah.
depends, you know. Like, I mean, some Indias you see, like my guru included, are very dark skinned. So
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me, you know. I mean, how do you define black? Darker skin?
Yeah,
So,
darker skin. I feel like the first people that were here were probably dark skin, not white. I think, our
I
first
would say that's probably true. I have a picture with one yogi we met, and he was very black, almost like African. You know,
yeah.
he was Indian, but he was very black. You know, he was a disciple of Vishnu. So we met him on our travels. So yeah, he was very like darker skin. My guru is, more brownish, but like darker
He
skin
was
too.
like,
You
yeah.
know, so yeah. So I mean,
I don't know, it's
I
just
would
things I
say
noticed.
highly evolved yogis are definitely darker skin. You know.
Yeah. More melon. What is the thing you call in darker your skin? Melon?
Melanin, right?
Yeah.
Melanin, something like that. Yeah.
No.
A lot of melanin, right? You know, yeah, just because you have darker skin doesn't mean you're less of a yogi. Probably more highly evolved yogis. So now that I think about it, I know some very dark skinned
Yeah.
yogis who are highly evolved. So no matter what your skin tone is, you could reach the heights of enlightenment no matter what, right? It's no barrier on your inner divinity.
Well, I was looking at questions I asked you a year ago, so I think I'll ask you my last question. Um, has starting the Kriya Yoga School helped you become a better guru, yogi, teacher, and in what ways do you feel it has?
Yeah, I remember this question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so starting the Kriya Yoga School has made me a way better yogi. Before the Kriya Yoga School, I just did my practice in silence. I didn't talk to nobody. No one knew I was a Kriya yogi, so it kind of broke me out of my shell, like it forced me to the forefront to really experience and explore these techniques more, because if I wanted to teach these techniques, I wanted to know these techniques inside out. So it gave me the opportunity to really go back and know the techniques more, and it gave me the ability to speak the techniques into existence. Before, I didn't speak at all. So it really gave me a mouthpiece and a voice for Kriya Yoga that I never had before, right? Because when I get thrust into the forefront, I was like, all right, I never taught these techniques before, but let's give it a try and see where it happens. So yeah, I remember when we did our 1 year anniversary in our class, I went back and watched the first class, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to try to convey it as best as I can. And, in our class, we have PDF notes, so maybe it resonates with you better in the text form, or maybe you like the spoken form. So it made me a way better yogi, because I, 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 I didn't try to convey the message before. I just did my sadhana, and whatever happened, happened. Now I feel it's my obligation to give yogis the correct information so they could be better yogis or yoginis, right? So I really try to become 1% better every day, or try to learn from my mistakes and give correct information, and try to let the techniques, the kriyas, be the star. I'm just the guide. I'm just helping along the way. So
Yeah.
that's probably what I would say. But it's
Yeah.
definitely gave me a lot more insight, a lot more understanding, a lot more wisdom about teaching Kriya Yoga. And when when you give me your questions, Veronica, it helps open my mind and expand my consciousness to things I was maybe taking for granted. Like my guru used to say, you're looking at the forest without seeing the trees, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes you get so hypnotized by your own sadhana that you forget about things, and you need like a reminder, like, oh yeah, I remember when I asked that question. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thought. Let me expand upon that. And so these satsangs, these soul talks, these classes have been very profound and helpful and dynamic for me on the path, for sure. I would definitely say 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a journey.
It's been a journey,
Yeah.
right? But we're still here. I don't know.
Yeah.
How long have we had our school now? 17 months? Next
Yeah.
month will be 18, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting up there.
I know it's hard. It feels like just yesterday.
It's almost, it can be 2
Like
years
just
soon.
yeah.
And then this will be our 75th class this week. And then we'll have a super big celebration on our 100th class
Yeah.
sometime next year. So you want to be a part of the festivities, join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass.
When is the best time? 10 years ago
Best
or
time
today?
is right now,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it
Plant
didn't
your tree.
exist.
Yeah. Best time is to plant your tree 10 years ago, but if you missed that, best time is today.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. Because I'm falling asleep.
Okay, yeah, let's wrap it up. If you haven't, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. Every day we have very profound Babaji quotes with me and Veronica. Every day we have very profound soul talks and satsang edits with me and Veronica also.
Yes.
And we do these satsangs every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually go 3 to 4 hours. We do our soul talks every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually go 3 hours. We do our class for all of our members every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually go 2 hours.
Yeah.
We have a very interactive community. So if you want to join over 330 interactive, like-minded Kriya yogis and yoginis from around the world, go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com, join our group, and you'll be with like-minded 330 like-minded Kriya yogis growing every day. Maybe we'll be over 350 tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah.
So a lot of like-minded yogis practicing Kriya yoga. Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, we keep adding more stuff. We've got the Monday mantras coming up. This is next Monday.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We have too much in our school. Yeah. I don't know if you can ever have too much. One time, Ved Mooney said, too much bhakti, Vedagurudev. And my guru looked at Ved Mooney. He said, never too much bhakti. So never too many value at the Kriya Yoga School.
Never.
Overwhelming value all day, every day. Yeah. So
we're going to overfill those Kriya cups.
If you want to see where all of our members are from, they're from all around the world. They have a map tab when you join our free Kriya Yoga School, freekriyayoga.com. Click on it and you'll see location markers from all of our members all around the world. But yeah, we have members from every continent except Antarctica. Maybe one day we'll get somebody from Antarctica, but I think we have from everywhere else, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So all 6 continents. If you're in Antarctica and you're watching this right now, join our free Kriya Yoga School so we can have your pin in Antarctica too. And if you like the value and you like what we're giving, and we have a very interactive community with thousands of videos. Cal posts like 30 videos a day. It's hard to keep up with that too. So
Yeah.
if you have any questions about Kriya Yoga in our free school, just go to the search bar and type it in. And I'm sure Cal has posted a video about it, or maybe I posted a video, or Veronica. You know, it would be impossible not to have a video about it. We have a video about everything. And yeah, if you like the value and you want to have your problems burn up in our yagna, then go to kriyayogamasterclass.com and we'll burn up all your problems, and you could interact, and I'll coach you in real time. Make sure you get the results you want, you know, in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So yeah, with that said, I guess we'll wrap up our, what is it, August 6th, Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. And we'll wrap it up with very profound Babaji Mula mantra. So if you would like to have a mantra, I will give you Babaji's direct phone number right now. And if you're going through something and you want to call on Babaji, say this mantra. And if you're lucky, Babaji will answer your call. And this mantra is Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. And lastly, we will say the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra, saying peace and love to all people all around the world. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Shanti 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 Shalom Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Spirit Swami Kami Amen Amen Umen Selah Home
Om Shanti 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 Shalom Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Om Spirit Swami Kami Amen Amen Omen Selah Home. Are you feeling spiritually lost? Like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Kriya Babaji.